Right. Let's do this. All around me, silly messed up faces, frantic paces, bright and early for their daily doses. It's hypnosis, chemical mesmerizing. Our tears are for the frightened masses. COVID passes, divided masses. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. More rules tomorrow, more rules tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. Dreams of the world still normal are the best I've ever had. When people trust false science and do something very bad, like handing over freedom, it's a very, very masked world. Masked world. Start controlling your world. Masked world.
Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
I'm looking for that very rare pussy willow. It's around here. We don't see them here very often. Very often we do that. Very rarely do we get to see a pussy willow around here. But you know, we do have them here in Australia. Good, eh? Yeah, we do have the good old pussy willow here in Australia. But I'll have to pass it on to Texas. Yeah, uh, we don't see much of them over here in Texas. Nope. Good, eh? Oh, yes, good day, good day, ma'am. Well, we don't have them kind of things over here in Boston. We have cars, though. We have bars and cars. Lots of bars over here in Chicago. Yeah, we make damn good pizza. What? Why am I? Why am I trying to give an accent to a northern accent when I already have it? So, anyways, we got great pizza up here in the north here, and well, hey, did you all know Tombstone's made right here in Wisconsin? Yes, your very own Tombstone pizza is made right here in Wisconsin. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? So, Patrick cannot join us tonight, so you're going to have to talk to. Oh, me? My name is Bill. How's Jim? Let me check in with Jim. He was supposed to go home tonight, but they did not send him home because CVS was not open. So they could not. They could not. He could not get. He would. That would be too long for him to go without his meds. So they decided to keep him another night. But he'll be going home tomorrow. He's doing good. Thanks for asking, Minus. Welcome, Trev. Minus Catherine. Katie. What did I say I was going to start calling you? Oh, if I can't remember, it's got to be Katie. Trev, Prelim, Cammy, and Trev Deerston. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. So, yeah, I don't know if Elgo's still on or not, but he's been on for quite a while. That's why I kept moving it back a half hour and a half hour because I didn't know that he was coming on tonight. So, otherwise, I probably won't want to keep on. Let's talk Mandela effects. Okay, now I've seen. I don't know if you guys know Moneybags, right? If you know Moneybags, he put out a video about Arby's. Now I remember Arby's. It says now the Mandela effect that they're talking about is Arby's. We got the meats, or is it we have the meats? Now that's the Mandela effect he put out. Now I want to take it one step further, and I see a bigger Mandela effect here that nobody's even questioning. I read through his whole comments, and I didn't see one person mention the. I remember Arby's commercials with Earl Jones, the Darth Vader from Star Wars. Earl Jones, I can't remember. Anyways, I remember him saying, "Arby's, we got the beef." That's what I remember. This meats is new to me, and I remember him saying, "We got the beef." Now I haven't heard. I mean, that's what I wrote for a comment, but I haven't heard anybody. Yeah, James Earl Jones. Yeah. So, what do you guys remember? Do you guys remember is we got the meats, we have the meats, we got the beef, we have the beef. Arby's. We have, or I remember got, but now it's have in this timeline. So this is the commercial that you'll see in this timeline or wherever we are. Arby's. We have the meats. No, where I come once. Arby's. We got the beef. Why would they put meats? I mean, I know that they probably serve a lot of different meats, but their main thing is beef. So, to me, that's always beef. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Looks like you're afraid to write anything down. Um, what was it? Oh yeah. Now I don't know, if this special guest is gonna jump in or not. I mean, he's supposed to have been, he's not really a special guest. He's a special one of our special hosts. We have a few different people that host with me, and he hasn't come on in a while. So let's all get a round of applause because he's in the chat room. Let's get him up here and let's talk to this guy. So I have not put your name out there yet, but you better jump in before I do. Come on now. You know who you are. You know who you are. Okay, I think we, I think we did it. The more I look at everything that's going on, I see it as a movie. I don't see it as real. The biggest thing to get rid of is fear. You have fear in everything. And I'm sure that I've still got some fear for some things that I have not gotten rid of yet, but a majority of the fear is gone, as much as I have right now, until I meet something that I have come across. For right now, I'm pretty content getting rid of the fear. Um, Fear is the main base that keeps us locked into the system. But anyways, I think every one of us that comes on these streams all the time and that belong to this community, you are graduating from the 3D, 4D realm. We are moving up in consciousness. Whether I believe a lot. I can't think of his name, but he talks a lot about the Christ consciousness and this being some sort of simulation for our souls, our consciousness to evolve, um, to learn things basically. And we've done enough uh, rounds here to graduate into the next stage of learning. And boy, we're still, I think we're kind of old souls, but we are babies considering lots of other souls that have gone up to different stages. We are maybe halfway, I think. Sitting back looking at everything that needs to be done. So I'll be talking a major break off YouTube soon. Not yet, but no worries if you see me around much less. Oh, that sucks. You want to come in and talk about it a little bit, Joel? On what your plans are? So, wow, I know I have a tea. Here we go. Let's drink this before it gets cold on me. It's starting to cool off. Did we find that pussy? So, this is going to be a real quick show, I think. because I don't have much to talk about tonight. I pretty much got on here because I haven't been on in a while, and everybody's been talking about what's been going on, so there's not really much about going over that. Hey Trev, welcome.
Hi, what's going on, bruh? How you feeling?
Yeah, what's been going on?
Shit, if I could say, that would be cool. I don't even have any type of input. I don't know.
Huh? I
I don't know
wonder.
what I've been told.
Yeah, have you seen Chris around?
Yo, I really haven't. No, I only see her here anyway.
Huh? I wonder how she's doing.
Yeah, right. Definitely. I mean, I haven't emailed her or anything. I mean, Jim might know. He had his like reading or something that he was gonna email her or some. But yeah, I haven't seen her probably for like three shows. I mean, three of your lives. I'm not sure. Probably more than
Joe.
that.
Yeah, Joe. Jim. He was supposed to go home tonight. They're gonna send him home, but
The
his
CVS wasn't open.
yeah, CVS was not open, so he couldn't get his meds filled. So they kept him another night. So he'll be going home tomorrow.
Yeah, that happens.
They
That's good though. He's
showed
going home tomorrow.
he
All
had
right, here we
sent me
go.
some a few photos of him,
In
his
recovery.
his stomach.
Oh shit.
Uh, Damn, they gutted him like a deer.
Yeah, I don't
I
like seeing
can't
those
believe
scars, but
how they had to slice him that far down.
yeah, I
Uh,
saw Joe's and I'm just like, that looks gruesome.
yeah, they, wow.
It'd be cool if I had like a studio or something. I mean, this is the worst setup ever, bro.
Yeah,
Literally
thanks a
sitting on the
lot.
floor in the corner.
Well, hey, you got the perfect lighting
I'm
to go
trying.
hunting for sea
Oh,
willows.
yeah, definitely.
Once you find them, when you find one, you just knock it over the top of the leaf head, knock it over the head, and drag it back, and you can plant them right there in the living room or the bedroom or wherever
Oh
you want to
goodness.
plant them.
Or just grab them.
Yeah, you could grab them too. They're very rare. These
Oh.
pussy willows.
Yeah, they're definitely rare. Definitely rare over here, that's for sure. But yeah, hey, what's up in the chat? I was in Algo's just like on the side, not even saying anything, like my typical me.
Oh
Uh
yeah, is he
just
still live streaming?
yeah, I think so. I just came from over there,
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah,
listening.
I tried to defer my. I almost was gonna just wait till tomorrow night because he kept going and going, and I'm like, well, I don't know how long he plans on dragging this stream out for, but
Yeah, right.
kept moving mine back a half hour, and then it got to be 11 o'clock, and I figured, we might as well just do it or just wait till tomorrow. Um, but yeah, so I didn't know he was gonna go on, otherwise I wouldn't even scheduled one.
Yeah, I saw the notification before you put one up, and I don't even know why. I just was like, oh, okay, let me check YouTube for whatever reason. Because, without the phone, I have to use Wi Fi with this thing, and I'm just like, okay, I don't really use the Wi Fi that much. So a lot of the
Uh-huh.
times it's just like I almost missed your last time coming on live or whatever because I wasn't checking it and I came here late. But yeah, that might happen. I might start missing these because I don't check, which, darn it, It's gonna suck.
Yeah. I tell you,
For real, man. I like get a kick out of these things.
get a kick out of what?
The live, the whole it's just the interaction for me, man. For real. Cuz like okay, I get certain interactions in the street or whatever, but a lot of it feels fake and uh I don't really have it with friends or certain family and stuff. So, I don't know, this is kind of where I go to for that. It's kind of cool, you know. But then again, it's kind of cool to be alone too. So I might just take that route. It's about time. I haven't been alone in a while. So
Yeah. Uh,
that hat, bro, is so cool.
is it? I feel like Gomer Pyle.
Yeah, I like it. It's like a sun hat. I got one, but it's not like that.
Officer.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, it's like one of them. What is it? When you're out looking for
Whatever, hunting deer or something,
yeah, out in the
gaming,
jungle, yeah, type against
jungle.
what? Yo, yo,
Got
yo,
the
yo, yo.
machete,
We're
one
gonna hit.
hand, the revolver in the other hand. That's not a knife, right? Where's Pie Man? That shit was
Yeah,
funny last time.
I've been looking at that too, Trav. Kind of depressing.
What am I looking at? Wait, I'm missing. Hold up.
Yes, the
Looking at that.
interaction. I'm a small guy with not that has more meat.
Wait, kind of depressing. Looking at that. Is he talking about the
His
scar?
scar, his
Yeah,
scar.
yo, that shit is crazy looking. Like that looks real. Like when they do like, what do you call it? You know, when someone's dead and they do like a whatever mortuary practice or something. Like they cut them open. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, he was like uh
So it probably looks crazier on Jim then.
yeah. I
I'm just like reading,
what had that?
reading in reverse. That's kind of awkward. Yo, Texas Danny up in there,
Oh, he sent it to me a different way. Oh, I can see where but my
and hi to
comment.
dearest
I
Dawn.
just had to look for my comment. Oh my god, I didn't need to see
Where's your
that.
comment?
But they basically cut him from the belly button to the throat. Yeah.
Oh goodness,
It's
bro,
it's
that's
gruesome.
crazy.
The staples and shit. Very gruesome. I
Oh
don't like looking at it. I'm like, man, you could have went without showing me these.
yeah,
I couldn't
I don't know.
imagine going through something like that.
And Joe was talking about the depressing thing. No friends is what I mean. I have to visit. Nobody seems to come here. Makes a guy feel not a part of the crowd. Hey, I don't want to be a part of the crowd. Whatever, it's all good. But that nobody visiting thing. It's like me always having to go somewhere. It's like, oh really? Okay, because now I'm gonna stop going.
Yeah.
I did it too long, man. For real.
Welcome, dear Stone,
Yeah, dearest Don. Thanks for the shout out.
and Joe Dirt, prelim.
I call them preliments.
Yeah. So, what are you guys
Got it right
thinking
there. Arby's.
about us graduating? I think that we
I already
graduated.
graduated.
Right. Not from school. I'm talking about
Oh,
from uh
Yeah, I don't like school so
spiritual
much.
graduation.
No, I knew what you was talking about. I literally that was my answer. Like I already graduated.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's the case, then I wouldn't be here, right? Like I would have
Well,
passed away.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't either. I
If
never claimed
we're
to.
we're still in the battle yet, or maybe we're in the extra credit time.
Yo, right? That would be interesting.
So you can either choose to bail out now or do the extra credit.
No extra credits for me. I mean, I guess look, there's so many people like overwhelmingly populated here, and it's like, yeah, I might bail out, bro. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling.
That's
Right?
I want to, but I can't. I'm not that type of
I'm definitely that type.
person. I would never intentionally uh, do any harm to myself or anybody else to get out of the system faster.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I'm there too now. Like before, I wasn't though, and it wasn't that much longer ago. Like it was kind of recent. But yeah, like I probably wouldn't either. There was a time when I was really thinking about it though.
You know. Yeah, we get into some deep part of our minds when it gets a little freaky.
That's for sure. It's depressing. I've developed better friendships here than with my lifelong buds. We grow so far apart. It's so true. We've grown so far apart. I feel like the show just started. Yeah, right? For who wants to be here, the show is definitely starting.
Oh, I wish I had a pizza.
Right? I'm here just about to throw pizza in the oven. Sorry, I can't chat more than a few more minutes. Then I'll be here.
Well, as
Enjoy
soon as you
that. That
get that
sounds
damn
cool.
pizza done, you better
Sure.
jump in. Better jump on the panel here,
Right? Give us a little preview.
cause I'll tell you, man, what's gonna happen
Pizza
is
is
you're
the show.
going to rock my world. I can't rhyme a bit. Oh wow!
That's okay.
If if it if my life depended on having to sing, and I would be dead.
No, you're doing a good job. I mean, like, you don't necessarily have to rhyme
Eat it all, a a in front of Pat Kim. Yeah, eat it all in front of me.
in front of Pat.
'Cause,
Oh, goodness.
I would love to have a pizza right about now. What was that?
That URL is interesting. J6AUCK8P4C. It looks like
6 pack, 8 pack.
something like that. Yeah, that's weird. Tuna
Hmm.
fish casserole? Hey, that actually sounds really good. I haven't had tuna in like months, probably longer.
Hi, my name's Enos, and I'm from Tennessee. And
He
I
said
just want to
Enos.
say, welcome to Tennessee.
Are you chewing tobacco?
All we do is sit back and rock in our rocking chairs here and watch the deer run by, and
That
it's
sounds cool.
beautiful.
Yeah, Tennessee is actually really nice.
Mhm.
Apparently Maine is too. I haven't seen it though.
Tennessee and Kentucky, they're
Yo,
in West Virginia. They all about the same, and they all beautiful
I guess
lands.
so.
But you wouldn't want to get caught in the rivers and the streams in West Virginia.
Hey,
You ever watch the movie Deliverance?
yeah,
I'll make you squeal like a pig.
right.
I'll make you
Uh,
squeal like a pig.
might make a pizza. Cream of mushroom, egg noodles, tuna, and chips. Very simple. Yeah, it definitely sounds great. I'm gonna do like a beef stroganoff inside the instant pot. I saw a recipe. I'm gonna try that shit
Make a
before
tuna
I
fish
leave.
casserole. So after putting all that mayonnaise in it, you put it in the oven and heat it up. I never did like that stuff. Uh,
Yeah, I
That
just eat it like that.
tuna casserole. I'll eat the cold stuff, like the
Yeah, I'll
tuna
just eat it
casserole
cold.
cold stuff. But I won't eat that baked. Uh,
Hey, why not?
uh,
It depends. I don't know.
I can't imagine baking that with that Miracle Whip and the mayonnaise. Just it's not
So
good.
wait. Who was the guest that you were or not the guest, but the like whatever you were just saying to jump on? You said you know who you are. Jump in here.
Oh, you
We're
do
waiting
want me
for
to
you in the
say his
chat.
name?
I want to know who it was. I'm like
It
sitting
was
there like,
you,
wait, who
Goat.
is that? Was it really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. I'm just like, wait, there's three guys in here from what I know. Like,
Well,
who is it?
who usually co-hosts with me? There's only three people usually that co.
Sharky,
Yep.
Chris.
Yep.
I thought it was like prelim, honestly, because we haven't seen him in a while. You said we haven't seen you
Yeah.
in a
No.
while.
No.
I was here like the
I
last time.
said he hasn't co-hosted with me in a little while.
Oh, yeah, because I lost my
Basically.
phone,
Yeah. Yeah. No, it
which
was
is
you.
whatever.
You, my man.
Awesome. Well, it's always great to be here. Great to see you, like everybody in the chat. Yeah, kind of like, you know, sit here and wait for this type of thing. It's an opportunity to just be able to, like,
Yeah.
connect and I don't know,
Joe.
feel like someone else is there. I be talking to myself a lot, so.
Joe says I make it every month for me and the boy. 2 days of food for us. That's
Oh, I thought
good.
that said
Did
force.
you see the stores now have like a uh security thing on their beef, like their steaks and stuff? They have
Like a
like a
thing that'll like ring if you leave.
yeah, it's a big thing that it looks like it almost looks like it's wrapped up in some sort of security type. Uh, it just looks really weird. It, it's enough to cover a big case of meat, or like a big thing of steaks, And I'm like, man, that's pretty sad when you gotta put a security code thing on the meat.
Yeah, it definitely is. I'm sitting here like looking at the comment like pepperoni, mushroom, green peppers, and onions. Like, past that, past that. Like, I
Um,
don't eat meat like
I
that, but that sounds
Something I
like
haven't
pretty
had in a
good.
long time is pork chops with cream of mushroom soup.
Went through my
And
cupboard today, tossed a lot of food. Good.
I love pork chops if they're cooked right. If they're fried
Yeah,
right.
that's the key.
Yeah, yeah. If
Like,
they're
I'll eat a pork
raw.
chop if it's cooked right, for sure. I tend to like not want to eat pork, but yeah, they're good.
Yeah, it's good if it's cooked perfect. Um, if you got some not bad pork, like it's still good to eat, but it's not made right. Didn't like saute long enough, or the meat's too hard. Yeah, I don't like that kind of pork. Like
Yeah, I've
pork
had a
chop,
few.
nice fried pork chop.
What about lamb chops?
Yeah, I don't
Lamb
think
chops
I've
go
ever
hard.
had any lamb chops.
Lamb chops go hard. They're just smaller. But
The
yeah, I
bread
mean, it's
with
all
the
how it's cooked.
Russian soups served over a bed of rice and
Oh,
veggies.
okay, so we're talking about food now. That's cool.
Huh.
Um, breaded pork chop and creamed mushroom soup served over a bed of rice and veggies. Ooh, simmer for an hour or more. Yum. But I make my own gravy very simple. Yeah,
Making me very hungry.
for real. Yo, simple is the way to go though with a lot of the stuff because you can definitely overdo it. Man, I eat just because it's necessity. Like your car needs gas, I eat. So it's like I don't really care. There are things that I try to stay away from though. That's for sure. And Cam is gonna go out for a second. Let's do this. Boom. But yeah. What we got? We get our meat from many places, but I've seen a half a cow hanging in the back room, so I'm lucky I know where my meat comes from and how it was processed. Yep, damn skip, because when you go to like Costco, you just see it all slaughtered and already cut up and put in these weird packages that are like sucked out the air and all this whatever and then you look at the price, you're like, you guys are tripping. Even though Costco tends to have it like a little bit cheaper. And I only buy from my work meat so I can trust what I get. Yo, I'm trying to go over there for real. Gravy costs 20 cents. Can a soup cost a buck 25? I said can of soup cost a buck 25. That's weird. What, like Campbell's? I don't like Campbell's. Oh, Cam's back on.
What
Just
did you
had
do?
to get.
Hide yourself because I hid myself for a second?
Yeah, you know I only show my face because you on here.
Oh
You know
my
that.
god.
Don't nobody got to see. Look at my face. Like it's crazy, bro. And then I start laughing and I start looking at this like vein on my head. Like, wow,
And nobody
I
else
can't look
sees
at
it.
myself.
Nobody else sees it but you.
Yeah, I be seeing a lot of stuff. Like, these four. All right, so my grandmother always told me this is off topic. My grandmother always, because I used to go like this apparently, I guess, like all the time. She was like,
Yeah.
"Don't scrunch your face up like that. When you get older, it's gonna get stuck like that." And apparently, it is, bro.
Oh yeah, I
Right?
see that big bump coming out of your head.
But then again, like I wore do rags. You know what a
Oh
do rag
yeah,
is?
that's huge.
I know. You know what a
Damn,
do
man,
rag is,
you got
though.
a weird looking
All right,
forehead.
take off your hat. We gonna start
I'm
cutting
just
now. All
kidding.
right.
I'm
No, I'm
joking
just
with
playing.
you. You wanted to put it there. I put it there.
But what I'm saying is like, you know what do rags are? Because I used to wear like a do rag all the time.
He
So
gets
that's
all
mostly from the do rag.
man.
I was just playing.
You get all sensitive right away.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. That was just me being an idiot though.
You shouldn't
I
have put
wasn't actually
yourself
being
out there.
sensitive.
I'm like, all right, you want to talk about how big your forehead is? Let's talk about it. But you
I
really
mean,
don't.
all
You're
over,
putting it
bro.
there because you're putting it there.
Everything's big, yo. My feet are like a size
Nobody would
15.
notice it. Nobody would notice anything different about you. I don't think anybody notices any deformities of
That's
anything
true. I mean,
of
cause
anybody. You know, we all
that's
have
cause
our
they
own
don't.
big quirks.
That's cause they ain't with me 24 hours. I'm just saying. I see it.
But see,
That's why I was
I
pointing it
don't
out.
see it unless you sit there and talk about it.
Right. Like I got these holes in my ears that I used to have like plugs, and now like I don't have the plugs in,
Oh,
so it's
from
just like a
earrings?
hole. Yeah. Boom.
Huh.
They were
Yeah.
way bigger. They shrunk. I had like probably like things like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Best meat in wild and hunted, but I can't do that.
Who's that, Cammy?
Why can't you
Yeah.
do that? Just get a hunting license and go get yourself some meat.
Well, I mean, where she works, she's apparently got all the good stuff.
I mean, I think even still around here, they have a small games license where you, during the summertime, you can hunt squirrel, rabbit. Um,
Most likely.
yeah,
That would be cool. I've never done
yeah.
it
I
before,
haven't done
so
that since I was a kid. We used to, even during the winter, we'd take a 22 and go get some squirrel and rabbit. Squirrel, we would shoot with the, well, actually, both rabbit and squirrel, we'd shoot with buckshot. Um, but we did shoot, I did take some squirrels out with 22s or rabbits with 22s. It's best to use the
22s.
buckshot. I think it's best to use buckshot, but other people,
Use a snare.
it's easier to get them with buckshot. With the 22, it's a lot more challenging. I don't
I'm
know,
like,
Joe. What do you think? Have you done? Did you do small game hunting like that?
who? Joe?
You, you.
Me? Man, I'm in New York City. I ain't do nothing like
Oh,
that.
you've
I
always
would love
always
to.
been in New York or what?
Yeah, man, it kind of like sucks too thinking about it. Like being the city boy, not knowing anything outside of it, and then still not even knowing anything in it. Like I was a city boy, but I wasn't really, exposed to the city that much either. It was just weird. Um, Joe Dirt said use a snare.
Oh yeah,
That'll
I
definitely
mean,
catch him.
oh yeah, Cammy. I would never go out to shoot rabbit or squirrel just for the fun of it. I would. That would be food. Food. Uh, I was always
Yeah.
taught never kill anything unless you plan on eating it. So yeah, I would never go out and just shoot shit to shoot it. I love animals too. I do a
Yeah.
lot. But if I was starving, damn right I'd be shooting some rabbit and squirrel. Um, I'm poor
Just
enough that I would even be out. I'd do it right now just to get some meat in the house.
right.
I'm serious
Joe said
because
it's been a long time since he
uh,
had time.
I
I'm
don't
sorry, I
really eat
cut
a
you
whole
off.
lot of. Um, I don't really eat a whole lot of meat unless it's on a pizza.
So you get the meat lovers pizzas?
Yeah, or a
I literally
pepperoni
probably had
pizza.
them like twice. Yo, you
Either
should come over here. I would buy you some. It's really expensive, the spot that I go to, but I think it's pretty good. It's not
yeah,
worth it, but I like it.
I mean, I like all types of pizzas. I like anything on them as long as it's not anchovies. Other than that, I don't
So,
care.
what do you think about the white pizza? I get white slices sometimes,
The
and
white
I noticed,
pizza?
yeah,
Never heard of them.
it's basically just like there's no like tomato sauce. It's
Do they have a
like
black pizza too?
it's burnt if it's black, I'm sure. Wait, what are we talking about? Yeah, the
I
white
don't know.
slice
You
is
asked me if
just
I had a white pizza before. I thought you were being racist.
like they put mozzarella on it. They don't have like tomato sauce, but then they put like
That's a white
ricotta
pizza.
cheese.
I
Like
thought
they
all
just
pizza. I thought all pizza had mozzarella on it.
yeah, but mozzarella and then there's like scoops of ricotta cheese.
Oh, okay. No,
So
I've
that's what the
never had.
white is. It's
I don't think I've
ricotta.
ever had goat's cheese. I've never had goat's cheese.
Not goat, ricotta, like ricotta cheese.
Oh, ricotta cheese?
I like goat cheese too though. You never tried
Yeah,
goat
I've
cheese?
I've had ricotta cheese.
Yeah, so it's basically a
Lasagna.
slice without tomato sauce, but mozzarella cheese and then ricotta cheese.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
Yeah, yeah. I've
They
never
call
had.
it white.
Never had it like
Please, please don't ban or censor me, but I saw a bumper sticker that made me laugh and when I didn't want to, it said I love cats and dogs taste like chicken.
that.
Wow. That's some Chinese food restaurant stuff over here.
I was just gonna say, but that would be wouldn't that be kind of racist to say automatically go to Chinese?
Nah, they
But
do
aren't
that,
aren't they the
yo.
ones that really do that? The
They
cats.
do that, yo. Like cats, pigeons, bro. Like, dude, you don't even want to know. Or that's what I heard, bro. Like, I don't doubt it at all. Like,
I've seen like History Channel where over in the Philip no, not the Philippines, maybe further, it's like further, maybe I don't know where it was, but anyways they ate monkey brain. Like
I
that
wouldn't
was
try
a,
it.
you would.
I wouldn't try it. There's certain things like I saw on Strange Eats. There's like a TV shows like Weird Eats or something that I probably would, but most of that stuff I would not even try it at all.
Oh, me either. No way. But it's
Like,
supposed to be a delicacy.
yeah,
Monkey
would you
brains.
would you eat like fried um praying mantis?
What the hell is a prairie mantis?
You never see. Okay, they're the things that like have their arms look like this or whatever. They're green, like little insects. They're not
Oh,
little actually. They're
yeah.
pretty big.
Okay, I've seen. Yeah, okay.
I seen somebody like
Um, I
fried
don't know. I guess
fried
if
those.
I was hungry enough, I probably would for protein.
That's cool.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it bad?
No, it just looked weird to me. I wouldn't. I don't know. It just looked weird. Like people actually eating that.
I
It's
guess
just crazy.
when we, I guess we would eat anything, but I think I would draw the line
Yeah,
at beans, like some
brains.
other creature, some other animal or something's brains or something. That's too far.
Sure. So if it was like a man's brains, then you're gonna eat it.
No, no, any type of stuff like that. That's too far.
Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't eat man flesh either.
Yeah,
That's
that's
too
weird,
far.
man. People do that. You know what's crazy
Yeah.
though? Like I'm thinking that they're actually doing that without telling us, like in certain
Well,
places.
yeah. I mean, if it's true that there's another species on this planet, I believe that they may be eating us. You know,
Oh, right. Why not?
like the reptilians or something. If there is such thing, Uh, you know,
I don't know anything.
I mean, there could be. If we believe in different dimensions, then we have to pretty much open our minds up to other beings being in the different dimensions because we come from another dimension.
Sure.
You know, we're we are. This is all. Everything that's in front of us is all. Um, um or what am I looking
Fluid.
for? Huh? I'm
I just said
looking for the
fluid.
word. I'm looking for the word. Hollow, like
Transparent.
um, it. Okay, so they brought back a singer, the singer that black singer rapper that died,
No
Tupac.
way. Tupac.
Yeah, they brought him back on stage, and they
Oh, okay.
hologram.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking
Hologram.
at. Hologram.
Holographic. Okay.
So this is all holographic. Everything we see, everything here is all holographic,
That
right?
probably explains why I look like this.
So I don't even know where I forgot where I was going with it. No.
You're saying everything here is holographic. And then you were saying before that that if we believe in different dimensions, then it's only right that there are other beings in those different dimensions.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
all I
right.
remember.
Because we ourselves are from a different dimension. This is
Okay,
where we are here is all holographic. So
sure.
these bodies are just temporary meat suits. Or,
Hmm.
so
Definitely.
But I do believe that we all belong to one consciousness. We're all part of one. Uh,
I couldn't agree more. Definitely.
right,
Yeah. I mean, the thing is though, like with me, the language thing is where everything's open to like interpretation because like the English language being built off of all these other languages, like our words don't really mean much, but at the same time, like if you say something like say dimensions, that means something totally different to me. And I mean, I guess I could ride with your train of thought right there, but I
right.
don't see
It's
it as
not
true.
it's not like we believe in spaceships and out of the world. I believe in a flat planet.
Yeah,
That we are in a flat. Uh,
enclosed system
yeah, enclosed system. I don't believe that we
underneath
can
the
get out
firmament.
of here. Maybe we can go dimensional to a different dimension, but we can't go to another world. I don't
Yeah.
think.
And then why would you need to though? Like if everything we need is here, it was like created for us.
Right,
Oh,
right,
we're going to the moon. We're going to go to Mars. Like, really? How about we just go over there?
right.
I mean, did you see what's over there? It's pretty cool. Like,
And I mean, when you really think about it, think deep about everything that we've learned besides being in school has been on TV. Like our whole world comes from out of the TV. And if we were
that
to shut
reminds me
that
of
off
something.
and just live in the reality that we can see, wouldn't it be a totally different world
Yep.
if we
Yeah, that
stopped
just reminded me.
listening to that TV? Because that TV pretty much runs our whole lives. We
And
get
also killing
all
off,
our
like,
all our information comes from the TV or from somebody who heard it on TV.
right? Yeah, when you said that, it really reminded me of being in school, like having a science, whatever it was called. We had to go to the auditorium, and then they were playing like this video, and it was Bill Nye, the science guy, and this guy's talking about whatever. Like, that's what it reminded me of. And you could tell it's all CGI. This guy's like, "Are you serious?" Like, bro. I remember that. That's funny. And I was all like
Yeah,
about it. I was always about science, bro.
and
That's how they hijacked
and the
me.
biggest thing we need to do is we all need to learn how to drop the fear that we live in here because there's really nothing that can hurt us. We have free will, right? And unless you give your free will up, you cannot be hurt here. If you stand up for yourself and do not give that free will away, you cannot be hurt.
Right? Hey, I agree. That fear ain't gonna do nothing but kill you faster.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yes, fear is the oh man, fear is
Oh
the base.
goodness.
This my shoulders are so fucked up. I was supposed to have surgery years ago on them because I have torn rotator cuffs and sometimes they really bother me. And I lifted my arm up too far and went to lean on it and I got this jolt. Oh,
I
I
might
could,
have that when I get older. For real. I've had so many injuries. But
yeah, fear is the mind killer. Correct. Yeah.
yo, for
I
real.
think fear is the virus. You know, once you once you let fear get to you, then you will believe in anything they tell you. And you will want security, you will want somebody to help you stay safe, and you'll do anything to get that safety. But once you remove that fear and stand up to it, you'll realize that there was nothing to worry about to begin with.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the chats like that I missed. We were talking about the Chinese place, and Cammy was like, "No, we actually had a restaurant closed down for that long ago, serving cat."
Oh, we
Oh
did
goodness.
too. They were serving dog.
Yeah, right.
Actually, we had two restaurants. One was serving dog. It was a Chinese Hong Kong buffet, and then we had a. Now this one, I don't know personally if this one is true or not, but I did hear it through the grapevine. But Burger King got caught serving horse.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm laughing at because she was like, if you don't want to eat horse, don't eat where they have a horse head hanging on the front of the business. Then Joe Dirt's like, LOL, horse tastes just fine. And it probably
I,
does.
I don't know if I ever had horse or not. I mean, they would have had to sneak it in for me to have it. So if they did that, then I've had it. But otherwise, I have not had horse.
Right? Me neither. On other side, another sticker had PETA, people eating tasty animals. I do think if folks get hungry enough, we will eat anything. Praying mantis love roaches. They're great insect control, I heard. Oh goodness. They're just creepy looking to me. I don't know.
Roaches. Oh, I can't stand roaches. Oh,
Yeah. So I probably would get the praying mantis just for that if they actually do kill roaches. But like praying mantis just kind of creep me out a little. I don't know. It's not about taste. I just what is a diatomaceous
my
earth?
daughter brought me one time a small little box of had a couple of earthworms left in it that were I don't know if they were fried, but then they were coated in sugar. And
Okay, well,
what?
no, because I was thinking the candy. You know, like the candy worms.
Yeah, no, no, these were actual worms, little bitty earthworms, and they were they were coated with some sort of sugary stuff to it. I
They're
tried
supposed to be
one.
good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. And I tried for the first time cow tongue. I had cow tongue
Bro.
cow tongue tacos for the very first time, 50
Oh,
something years
okay.
old.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they weren't too bad, but it's
Yeah.
I wouldn't order it again
That's an acquired
unless
taste.
that was the last thing you eat. Huh?
That's an acquired taste. Like that's really something that people like.
I know. I can't believe that there's so many people that like that stuff. I'm just like, wow, because the place was booming, and I'm like, I can't believe this many people like cow tacos. They're
It's a
cow tongue
wave.
tacos, and not. Oh, and they served cow gut, like the stomach of the stomach of the cow.
Yeah. I'm
Ugh.
still reading the chat. I take forever to read if you haven't noticed. Like I'm slow.
I
I
got
hear
a
you
couple
though.
horses from farmers that of winter I chainsaw chunks off to feed the family. Did that for 2 winters. We were poor and needed the protein. Wow.
Up bot.
Get the bot. Get
Oh,
the bot.
I wonder who's gonna get it first. Let's just say
I
if
can't
Dawn
take
is here,
what
she probably got it.
you you can only give it away, but they can't take what is most important. Do not fear. That's why when I see videos on YouTube showing them forcing, oh, it's usually over in Africa somewhere or somewhere overseas that they're forcing that people to take that shot, the needle. I think that's all bullshit. That it's
Yeah,
either,
where did you see this video?
huh?
Where did
I've
you
seen
see
a couple
these?
different videos. I've seen a
Okay.
couple different videos there in two different countries.
Yeah, I
One
think
was
I've seen one.
one was a
They had
lady, and one was a guy, an old guy, older lady, old guy.
something. I saw some, I forgot where it was, but it was like these
The guy
people
was
on
sitting on a bench, and he refused it. And he didn't really fight it either. I mean, he wasn't kicking or screaming. They just came in and gave it to him. I guess he didn't want it, but he didn't find him. He wasn't yelling or anything. But the lady was kicking and screaming. She was like, but who knows what all that was for? And you know, uh, we don't know if that was the giggles shot, or if that would have been like, hey, we need to shoot that you were just bitten by a bat or something. We need to get this stuff in you or you're gonna die type thing. We don't know what was going on with that.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know unless I you know see it in my own reality. Uh, it, I mean, I can't say I don't believe stuff I don't see in my own reality, because I mean we see the trucker protests.
Yeah.
I don't actually see that in my own reality, but I'm trusting that the people who are bringing that stream to us is not lying to us. But
Yeah, I would hope so.
in reality, this is all a facade. It's
It's a
all put
stage.
on to, yeah.
Absolutely. And that shit's been very apparent, like in the past, what, 4 years or so. Like to even deny that this is just like a play being run is just, I don't know, it's weird to me to hear anybody try and like say, you know, I don't know how to say it specifically, but like certain things are not, orchestrated. Hard to hard to think that people think, I don't know. But yeah, that's not a topic for me.
Cammy's done with her pizza.
That's what I was gonna say. I forgot.
And Joe says, okay, delivery for Patrick, 30 minutes or less.
30 minutes,
Yeah,
yo.
maybe I should call it Domino's.
Cam cams. How you
Like,
feeling? What is that?
send me cash
Oh,
on
okay.
Works for bugs.
I
Works
was
for
what
wondering what that was.
what
She
kind
was
of
typing
pizza
in
are
the
you making?
chat. Oh, what kind of pizza are you making?
I have
What
to
kind of pizza did you make?
build the double chocolate.
Huh?
I could tell you off my memory because I heard it was awesome. Pepperoni. Um, I think she said green peppers, onions. Um, this is off the memory. I'm missing. Oh, mushrooms.
Did you
Yeah,
order it or make it?
I
No,
made
she
it.
made it.
Okay.
She's
What
chefing it
was
up.
what's the pizza's name? Like what maker?
Well, there wasn't a maker.
Cammy.
Oh, it's not frozen pizza. You made it from scratch.
No, I bought a naan bread
Non. Awesome.
and put pizza sauce on it, and then a layer of cheese, and then some pepperonis and
Oh
mushrooms
yeah.
and peppers, and
I
then
could
more
make
cheese,
myself a pizza that
and
way. That's
then threw it in the oven.
that actually
You was
sounds
talking
good.
about that too the other day. You said you was gonna
I
get some flatbread.
But yeah,
yeah, I
anybody's
did. I
setting up
did.
it doesn't
Actually
matter what
bought
kind of
I actually
this
bought two
thing
jars.
costs $30 or less, and this is years and years worth of bug pest control.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Where do you get that from?
This came from the pet store because this is pet quality, so I can kill fleas and whatnot and
And
whatnot.
it's
But you can
called.
buy basic quality. You can buy human grade food quality if you need to feed it to yourself or kids to deworm yourself or
Mm,
any other pests you may have, because there are many
yeah.
creatures that host
Absolutely.
themselves in you don't want in. And if you suspect that, yes. Um,
It's good stuff.
Also, I believe
I'll be
this
right
helps
back.
to process certain forms of radiation so that it doesn't stay in your body and helps pass through.
Interesting. I'm definitely gonna check it out. I mean,
People stir usually about a tablespoon of that into their coffee in the morning.
yeah. You wouldn't even taste it. Oh goodness.
No, it has
Right.
no taste. It's a white powder,
Okay.
but it's made out of like a one-celled amoeba from like the oceans or something like that. And it's so fine that, yeah, it just clogs up all of their breathing capabilities. So it doesn't matter what it is, it just
I'm
dies.
gonna try that.
Like cockroaches, bed bugs, and like they say, it's so hard to get rid of these things. And I'm like,
Yeah. Use that. And how do you pronounce it?
Diatomaceous. You said
Diatomaceous earth.
diatomaceous.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
It's really hard to spell. I actually usually Google it and then just grab it, and that's copy paste, and that's how to spell it. Because
Yeah, I'm not great with that either.
spelling was horrible as it was, and then with Mandela Effect changes, I don't even bother.
Yeah,
What? How are
right.
you spelling this word now? What are we doing today? That
Spell
every time I
John
make a
Deere.
sign at work, because the word zucchini, I've worked at my store for 15 years. The word zucchini has changed like
Are you
six
serious?
flip flopping. It's had two C's, two N's,
Thank you, Rap City Love.
two H's. I'm waiting for it to have two H's, two N's, and two C's all in the same time because that would be awesome.
Yo, I can't tell you. I never knew how to spell that anyway. It could change all at once. Zucchini. It's made of diatoms from the bottom of the ocean.
There you go.
Sounds dope. I took living defense from InfoWars store. Works, but that looks good too. Yeah, I would definitely try it.
And I figured instead of just trying to talk about it, I'd show people an active thing of what it would look like on the shelf so you could spot it.
Yeah, that's cool. Hopefully,
The
I can.
brand will change, the bottle should be similar.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. I'm on a live stream.
We're doing it live. Star of the show.
Because he's deaf. See, told you. I'm on a live stream.
Hi to you there.
They say hi. Okay. And let's be sure everybody kitties are sleeping. It was a big day for her. She went out on her lead into the sun because it was bright and sunny.
Oh, cool.
I threw her on her lead and forced her to go outside. She's still pretty unsure of it, so it wore her out.
Yeah, my cat's like that. Interesting, insane, insanely
Sadly, I can't
by.
do that now. I'm sorry. I'm outside because I want to smoke a joint.
Sheesh, I still didn't get any more. I need to stock up.
I keep hearing you guys talk about if it's a good deal, and then I hear what you guys pay for it, and I'm like, oh my God, I wouldn't be a pot smoker at that price.
Exactly why I don't buy it over here. Wait, what are your prices? Let's see. What do you get a gram for?
I don't
Like
buy by the
Top Shelf.
gram. I would
Okay, so what do
never
you
buy
get
by the
like
gram.
what do you get like a half for?
I usually buy by the ounce.
Okay, so what do you get an O for?
And if
Like Top Shelf.
top shelf stuff, probably 120.
That's still awesome.
Now close to top shelf, but not quite top shelf, $100
Which, hey,
an ounce.
might as well. Yeah, I mean,
smoke right now. I'm paid for the premium stuff because I wanted to spoil myself a bit. So
yeah.
went with Bubba Kush and
You got Bubba? Okay. I remember the first time I had Bubba. So, like,
stuff is way better than Bubba too, but it comes and goes on the market. When I can get my hands on it, I will, but not if they jack it through the roof because I'm not stupid.
That's more like indica dominant, right?
I think so, although I usually tend to stick with sativa because indica means indicoach, which means put you to sleep, whereas sativa is a wake you up, creative, although that's the one that makes people paranoid.
Right. And I heard if you have like heart problems or something, like it could.
Certain ones can if you get too high in THC. You just got to watch which strange because, like,
right.
Sister can't have any because she's way too paranoid with sativa.
Yeah.
That's to go indica.
Yeah, they call me paranoid anyway, so I
can like fucking blam 2 big fat fucking Super King joints and go to work.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make me paranoid because I figured out long ago first I used to be prone for panic attacks. So like, I was
Mm,
used to the panic feeling, and I learned long ago that nobody could tell I was having a panic attack on the outside as long as I held it on the inside.
exactly.
And so the first couple panic attacks that you get with sativa, I did that with, and nobody could even tell. And then all of a sudden I realized the panic attacks go away after you smoke it for a while. So your body gets
Hmm.
used to it. It's new and exciting, speeds everything up a little. That's the creative, get you motivated, whatever. And your body translates sometimes that to panic. It's
Hmm.
just extra energy.
It makes sense. But going back to the price though, I mean, like buying stuff off the street over here, you can get an O for like, bruh, like
When you hear cops doing busts, they
200.
always tell you by the gram. But if you
Yeah.
buy, the larger you buy in quantity, the cheaper the price gets.
Hmm. But the problem is still it's over here. Like you could still get it for like 200, like 220, 230 or something like that. So
As
you getting it
more
for like
stores
130, that's lit.
open up, it'll get cheaper. It's just right now that's happening because the supply isn't necessarily stable
It's
because your
been like that
federal
for a
government's
while.
still going after it. So that's because your federal government's still going after it. Our federal government decriminalized it. So all of a sudden, they still
And
have their
then
prices up. You go for government fucking regulated pot because the government's selling it. Their
mm,
prices are high. They're
it's so high,
quality.
yo. I'm going to the dispensaries paying like two, three taxes, bro. Two, three taxes, bro. What? That
Even
makes
though
it
you
not
have
even
those
worth
here,
it.
that's not how I buy mine here
Yeah. Like I
because
got the plug
I would be
now.
paying too much.
I'm not going to those places. I got the plug
And
now. You said a O for 100. I'm getting an O for like 70.
yeah, but here you get a half,
Fire.
like 50.
So,
So it makes it a little bit more affordable here.
hey, I can't wait to
Never mind our
re-up. This gonna
minimum
be
wage
lit.
is higher, so it makes it easier to get to that $50.
Right? I'm gonna try and get a lot this time so I can make like edibles. Like a lot.
Oh, we could just buy the edibles.
I
That's the
like
other.
making it. Just put it
And
into some butter and I could put it on whatever.
I'll give you something to look forward to because we're not, as you know, we're not free here in Canada or anything. We're quite suppressed. But once they legalize it, which they're attempting to do down there,
You gonna
what
send
do
me some
we have
BCs?
here? Delivery. So not only do we get those
Hey.
prices, they come to your door with a whole bunch of selection and you just pick what you want. Would you like edibles? Would you like this? Would you like shatter? Would you like
Well,
they have mushrooms.
hey. She said shatter. Yes, I'm on the concentrate movement. I'm gonna get some of that too. I
I
like
don't
to
do the
get.
shatter.
Oh, I'm so with it. Like rosin
I
press, like some
just buy
fresh,
the
like.
bud, grind it in my because I have a coffee grinder that's not for coffee. Um, and after you do a couple 3 ounces, scrape the shit out of your grinder.
Yup. The keef is where it's at. Oh
And
yeah.
you can either make stuff out of that
Mm-hmm.
or as I do, I just use it to help when you have like really shitty roaches and you're running low on cash and you don't
Yep.
want to, and you make
Sprinkle that
roaches
shit on
taste.
it.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
when it's half
I did a
roaches,
whole
half that.
bowl of
Get
that
me,
stuff.
trust me, your roach joint doesn't taste so bad when it's half and half.
Yes. I just had a bowl with straight like keef. There was no flour because it's like I
Oh,
had them.
do that in a bar. That's
Yo,
how to clear your chest.
bro, that shit was fire.
That's
Like I'm
actually
saying, it was
how I
so
got
good.
rid of it when I thought I had COVID in 2018 winter, just before they thought it hit this continent.
That shit was so
Um,
good.
I was pretty sure I already had it, and that's how I removed it from my chest, is with my bong. And
Right? That'll make you cough it up for
oh,
sure.
fuck, like 2.5 cups of liquid came out instantly over the patio. I felt so bad for everybody. I had to walk past it for about a week straight. But I
That
felt
sounds
better like a
nasty.
breather. I was
Right?
not being able to lie down and sleep because my chest was so full. To I
That's
look,
all
I
that
can
matters.
breathe. And I only needed to do that 3 times over 2 days to clear it out.
What? We lost Pat.
Pat, don't go. Pat's just
No.
like we're too much pot talking, and now I want to go smoke a joint.
Right. But
He's
yeah,
probably
like
having,
I gotta, huh?
or he has to pee.
Maybe I don't know.
As
I'm
long as he
missing a
doesn't take
lot
the
though.
microphone into the bathroom, we don't need to
Like
hear him.
Shark the Kong. Where's
God.
Sharky? I saw a video where the officials in full hazmat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I saw full hazmat suits were burying CV victims, and locals went and forced open coffins, which were empty. Um, these are old. I haven't been reading. That's why.
Yeah, I haven't looked in a long time.
I took. Okay, wait. Here we go. Look up officials
Get it,
burying empty coffins.
back.
Where's Pat? No. Thank you, sharing. Sorry, Pat.
And
My
I
ladies keep
missed,
showing up.
I saw somebody said, how's Jim? But I missed the answer to how's Jim. Did anybody get to hear how Jim's doing?
Okay, so basically the CVS was closed. Like they were gonna let him go, but since the CVS was closed, he needs his meds. They're gonna keep him there.
Okay, so he's doing good and he's going to get released pretty quick.
I definitely heard that he was feeling better, and Joe
And
actually was writing
nowadays,
something.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Joe
maybe.
said earlier like he was talking to him, or he got to hear from him, and he seems to be doing better.
Good, 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 good.
Definitely. Yep.
Avoided going to the live streams or any of the updates for what's going on because the last one I looked at for what's going on on the other side of Canada with all the protests is that the police literally wiped out everybody's live stream cameras down at the bridge. All of a sudden, everybody who was live streaming's camera all of a sudden died and needed to be charged all at once, which is very suspicious.
Wow.
And when that
Sounds
happened,
like my car.
when I was watching, I watched one arrest and then the camera went out. And this morning when I woke up, the bridge had been taken and a whole bunch of arrests were made. And of course, none of it's on camera because everybody's camera had died. And so I don't know what happened after that. So I've just sort of avoided going back to go look at that for now. But that was kind of sad to see. But we all knew it would happen because, you know, it's got to happen. But
Something.
And
Pat's
I'm
back.
happy that it's happening this way because they were completely peaceful. Oh, welcome back, Pat.
Right?
I've been down here for a while, guys.
They were completely peaceful, but the arrests still happened and all this shit still happened. But I think that needed to be done because this is the only way the entire world's going to see that it doesn't matter if you're completely following the rules and doing it legally, they're still going to override you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anybody else was going to do that. So I don't know, but it's really hard to watch.
Isn't this all?
It's supposed to be, and I keep spamming every time the news agency puts out a story. I'm sure I'm on a target list, by the way. I'm warning right now, Pat. I'm sorry already that I'm targeted, so I'm sure somebody's watching. I posted under a thing where Justin Trudeau, kind of every time I'd go to the news and watch something where Justin Trudeau was being a dickhead or the police were being a dickhead, I took the copy of the government issued Canadian Bill of Rights and I copied it to their thing and reminded them they really needed to read that thing again. You guys really need to seem to read this again because you guys are breaking your oath. And I'm sorry, but being in uniform does not make you immune to justice when this all is said and done. So please reread this and tell me what side you're on again. I'm trying really hard to give them every chance to choose better.
Please.
So I'm not targeting to them, but I'm sure they're still taking it as some sort of targeting because they're calling a peaceful protest an insurrection. So I'm sure what I'm doing is threatening them by showing them the Bill of Rights.
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
crazy.
So, but I figured I'd better warn you, Pat, that I'm sure because of that, because I've done that for the last 2 days, that somebody's probably watching me.
Oh, I'm sure we're all on some kind of.
Everybody say hi to whoever's watching us now. Hi.
Gang, hey, we in here. What's up? I don't know. They be following me all the time.
The only reason why I figured they're following is because there is footage, and I did post this to Twitter, of the police department here in Canada. It was the Ontario Police Department, so the OPP.
Down with the OPP.
We're going to people's houses who were posting support for the truckers and knocking on their doors to hand them information on how to protest properly. And I'm going, so you can't tell me they're not watching if they're doing that. Because obviously, and this lady filmed the cop doing it, and she goes, "So you're telling me you're watching my Facebook page?" And she goes, "No, we're watching the trucker page." "Yeah, but you came to my house because it's something I posted on Facebook on the trucker Facebook page, which means you're watching my shit." And obviously tracking
Yeah,
her because they never said
weren't
that.
they doing that over in Australia or something? Oh, about a year ago.
Yes. And you remember how that went down for Australians. That's why I'm like, guys, we really need to get on top of this because it's here in North America now.
Yeah.
And we can't let this happen.
People will not listen though
And
until it's knocking
like I
on.
was telling everybody when everybody said we feel so alone, I'm like, no, I hear it from people all the time. Well, look how many Canadians showed up. I told you there
Well,
was way more support than what we were hearing and what we were led to
I've
believe.
seen video from all over the world of people standing up in other countries,
Mhm.
and I'm also seeing video that the Canadian. I don't know if he was the head of the sheriff's department there, but he's like because all the GoFundMe page was shut down and all the money was returned back to the people who donated. So they popped up another platform here in the United States where the Canadian government can't get to it. They raised over $9 million for the truckers within a few days here.
They got their hands on that money too. See, they can't go after the
Yeah,
fund
the
organizers down there. What they did is they targeted the receiver of the funds up here and stopped it when it went into his account because then it came back into Canadian soil. That's how
yeah.
assholes they are. They stole $9 million. They
Uh,
also have
I forgot where I was going
taken the
with that.
gas, got court ordered to return the gas. So they returned it tainted and filled it half with water. Then they got replacement gas. So they came and took that away.
Uh,
They told people to stop bringing them food and aid.
Welcome, Creek Mary.
oh, Krieg.
They've gone completely totalitarian. I mean, there's 3 different police departments in the military grouped up to do these said activities right now, and they're all fully armed to the teeth. And the people protesting are waving flags and singing the national anthem
I
and
gotta go
praying.
check my soup.
That's the weapons that they have chosen to fight with in Canada: is prayer, the national anthem, singing, dancing, and the flag. I'm like, that's
Sounds
exactly how to show the entire world. Because they sadly, I've watched the truckers talk. They knew this was coming. They're told everybody, even when you're getting arrested, remain peaceful. Do not worry about it. We have lawyers to get you out and money. But we need to remain peaceful because we need to show the rest of the world that even if you remain completely law abiding, this is still going to happen. Because without that, we can't get everybody on board. Because that's what's going to anger everybody, is that there is not going to be a win where you can abide the law and be exempt. They're still going to come after you if they want to. And
sure.
people need to know that.
Hmm.
And what's sad is all these police officers in uniformed fucking military that don't understand that they're just as throwawayable, because as soon as you go home, take off that uniform or stop obeying every order without questioning, you're expendable immediately. Nobody is protected. Justin Trudeau is not protected. He is such a tool because he signed up to be the guinea pig to get tossed under the bus. That's what every politician is signing up to do. That's why you couldn't pay me enough to be one. Because you're paid to be the front face person for some nameless asshole who's going to actually be pulling the strings, and you're going to go down for anything he does.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't pay me enough to be in that position.
Sounds like the companies that put out the giggles.
Uh-huh. Well, I usually go by, like I keep told everybody for the longest time, I'm not a complete anti-vaxxer. What I
Right.
am is I'm against any vaccination that the doctor who made it is refusing to take.
Right. Wait, I think you just said a forbidden road.
And right now they're lying and saying they're taking this one, but we all have seen the thingy. And we know they're not. It was rushed out too quick. The people who made it say don't take it. So I'm like, no, doesn't sound like it's for me. And I keep
Per-
telling everybody when they want to come up at it, I'm like, I'm not against you taking it. If you want to be a part of the guinea pig group, you
hmm
go for it. We got to have it somewhere. If everybody wants this, somebody's got to be the first group, but it shouldn't be every human on earth. I'm sorry,
Right.
but there is no ever test run that should ever be everybody in the group, because you're never going to get your base group. You're never going to see if there's side effects that you can't
hmm
reverse. Like, there's a lot of reasons not to do that.
And this is definitely
Anybody with a
openly an
base
experiment.
scientific understanding and education should be in agreement with that, and they're not doing that right now, which means they're evil, because they've been educated with the same shit I learned, and yet they're not covering their basics. And that's the basics of any time you're doing anything where you want to test something. You need your base group, you need a placebo group, and you need the group you're testing. They're not doing said group unless they're the only ones that are going to be in the non-testing group. And that would suck because then, like, I'm sorry, they're all interrelated and fucking genetically flawed. And I don't fucking want that as the only humans to exist on Earth. Thank you.
Facts,
And by
for
that,
real though.
they're inbred and their DNA is actually fucked flawed. They could not, even if they married into each other's families, ever produce anything that's going to be worthy because of that. They can get lucky sometimes, but they need other
Maybe.
DNA to make it stable. It's the only way they're going to ever get out of it is they need to put other people's DNA in there to make it stable. Just like an animal who gets too inbred, you can breed out the flaws by introducing new DNA.
So so is that like why they harvest um organs and ask you if you can be an organ donor and
No, that's for a completely different reason. That would be why, say, the royal family let Princess Diana marry into the royal family. They needed to thin out the fucking blood. Notice they didn't keep her. They just let her pop out a couple of children to work into the bloodline, and then she's gone.
yo.
The
You
Henrik
better
did it in a
stop.
way more upfront in your face way. They actually just post
Yo.
their paper for studs for their families, and they pay you $100 for every successful pregnancy to knock up their women.
Mm,
But you have to be blue-eyed and blonde-haired and fair-skinned to get that deal. But they
yo,
actually
where you
advertise that in
going?
the newspaper. Oh, poor Pat.
It's all right.
Maybe we're talking too much and he wants to talk.
I mean, well, for sure, next time when he jumps on, we should just like get that moment of silence, definitely. But I was just reading the chat and stuff. Like Creek said, it's everything they claimed Portland was. Another summer of love, bouncy houses. It looked like the county fair midway.
I know what
I
gets
mean,
me is the bouncy houses and they're going, it's an insurrection. I'm like, it's a festival.
she said,
Every
I
time
mean, holy cow,
in
Canadians
Ottawa,
are
all you
just
can
so
hear is
darn
dance,
polite.
rave music.
Try to be against that. That's funny.
There's a few vehicles down there. Everybody's signed their name to it. So, like, all over these vehicles, that's all you get is signatures and whatnot. There are going to be some crazy resales of these vehicles afterwards. One of a kind. If the police don't take them and impound them and crush them. Because that's the other thing the RCMP and the cops up here are very, very known for is they have this policy where they can take anything that's proceeds of crime and take it and keep it and do what they want with it to fund their stuff. So they all the time will take stuff and just not give it back. Like they've
So,
literally confiscated cars. If they bust you in a big drug bust and you're driving a nice car, say goodbye to your fucking car.
right?
If they bust you in your house, you lose your house.
Yeah. Yep. That's why when you want to buy a car, go to the police. This is an interesting comment. The Vakes today are not the safe ones of yesteryear, not at all. In my honest opinion, a fooled fool will willingly take this experiment they're now pushing, bringing Georgia Guidestones into reality. And I'm saying like that is interesting because like so many people over here like was just telling me that they got it like hard.
Well,
You know,
it's
and I'm like,
the
okay,
person who just had a big conference explaining to all our governments and higher ups that he wants to depopulate the planet has now come up with the vaccine to save your all's lives, and everybody took it. I'm like, you're a fucking retard.
I think you said the forbidden word again. Uh-oh. Oh, I saw some dude that brought up the guy stones. The first commandment had a population cap.
There's bad.
Hey, here
Are
we
you
go.
trying to say something bad?
Oh,
You know, he's telling us to shut up.
No, I told you guys I was making some soup.
Okay.
I did hear that. That's right.
We just want to make sure we're including you because we know, well, at least I know I can be quite talkative.
Yeah, I don't know. You
Oh,
guys are
I'm
doing
listening.
awesome. I'm just grabbing a bite to eat real quick.
Oh, and it's so hard biting my tongue all
Gotta
day as I
gotta
hear
fuel
people
up.
supporting the police and Trudeau. They're buying it hook, line, and sinker, some of the older people generation and whatnot. And I'm just thinking, like, are you serious? They're mad at the truckers for causing the food shortage. I'm like, lady, the food shortage has been around for like 2.5 years.
I told
The
you that was
protest
going to
has been happening for 17 days.
happen.
Trevor's now flicking back and forth on and off because
Unfortunately, there's going to be enough of them people that are going to believe that narrative.
it's still
Yeah.
not going to be good for our leader, though. Apparently, the headline today, from the media, of course, but the media is turning on him, says 53% of the people think he's being too soft on the truckers, and 46% of the population thinks he's being a totalitarian dickwad, pretty much, without saying that. And so this will probably spell the end for him. So they've already fucking tossed him through the. So yeah, but he left Parliament crying and waving his arms and flailing the other day. So just walked right out.
Hey, who we got? Who
Well,
we got?
welcome,
Is that
Joe.
Joe?
And
Joe,
I'm just sitting
my
back watching,
guy. What's up,
praying
bro?
everybody stays peaceful because that's sadly the best outcome in all of this. Because, and I'm happy many of them have taken to praying. You're running away, Joe. I won't run away from you though. Till my phone dies.
So how goes it, Joe?
Not too bad.
Man, that hair is awesome.
Yeah, it's a trap.
I miss my hair.
So what you been
I
up to
would
lately,
too if
Joe?
it was a half inch off my head. I used to shave my head a lot though too.
Like
It was a
completely
lot
off.
easier. Yeah.
Does anybody else think that this is the catalyst for them trying to push a one world government? Because they're going to say, see, look how corrupt all our leaders are. They start wars. They do all this shit. We should just, do it this way. And I think that's
I
how they're
Well,
going
wasn't.
to
you've
twist it.
known that since the '90s.
I
You
wasn't
Mhm.
know
ever
that
hearing
was
about it.
always kind of the talk. You knew how the blue helmets would come and that's how it would start. You can't trust your own here, or they needed extra men, or whatever it is. We've
Look,
all
we
known
can't
that.
trust the media and we can't trust our governments. We're going to need saviors. And so it's either going to be them or they're going to have some alien guy come save us. And it's going to be a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, no, they'll push us into war if it gets out of hand.
I
They're
don't.
already doing
Take
it.
my last one out of my pack. Sorry, and I again. Honestly, here's my pack.
Wait, what is this? They'll stop you if you're driving a nice car, then plant stuff to arrest you. Just take your stuff. Plus, they have devices that can tell them how much cash you have. Looks like radar speed guns. Well, we got them radars everywhere, that's for sure. And I guess I got lucky when I was driving into Texas, like, and in and out, had to pass through those, dog stops or whatever. They didn't stop me with anything. They was just like, "Is there anybody in your car?" Hey, Creek Mary.
Welcome,
Somebody's
Creek
lagging.
Mary. So how you doing tonight, Creek Mary?
Hello, should I turn off the TV or
Probably
the
because
sound?
there's a big lag. It's like a super
I'm so high
delay.
tech.
It's all right.
Hello.
Aw,
There sure is. Hold on.
check.
I better turn off everything over there. I can't
I
hear
think it's good
myself.
now. Can you hear us?
You look wonderful, Creek Mary.
Absolutely.
I don't know what. And I can't hear anything now.
Oh, she reminds me of my mom.
This is why I text.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
me too.
Darn.
I'm
Can
usually
you
in the
hear us?
background.
Go back out and come back in again.
Can Oh,
She said she'd come back.
She says she's coming back.
gotta refresh, right? I'm sitting here on the floor. My goodness.
Here.
Yo, it's 1:30.
Yeah, 12:30. Yeah, this
Right,
is
yeah, you guys got the 12:30.
one of the reasons why I think of taking a break off this is I spend so much time on it, consumes it, and then I stay up all night, and it doesn't seem like I get anything done during the day. It's like, fuck. And summer's
What?
coming, so the temperature's gonna rise, and it's like there's so much to do. Last
Right?
year was fine because I was half crippled. I mean, I was struggling to work a couple hours a day, but I don't want this year to be lazy.
Yeah, especially when there's
Too
a lot
much,
to do, you just have it pile up and there's always going to be
Oh,
more. So
you know,
that makes sense.
so much to do.
Damn, that was that good, Pat? Shit.
oh, that's super.
This
Oh,
guy had soup that was so good, it had him
it's
like
a
crying.
spicy jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
Oh, that'd
Jambalaya.
be good.
That soup is really spicy.
Yeah, I haven't had that in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I probably haven't even had authentic
Yeah, it's got rice.
jambalaya.
Jalaya. I forget how do you pronounce it?
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. Hey,
Good stuff.
did she make it back in? Where the hell did she go? I just added her and she jumped out again.
Only you would know, because I
Mary, you
wouldn't
didn't
be
even
able to
let me
see
get
that.
you in.
So what are we
I
reading?
never figured out her mic wasn't working yet.
Yeah, there was like a big old
Excuse
lag.
me.
Did you notice the other day they took all of our pictures off?
No.
Did you have to upload a new picture? Because I've had pictures on here and now I don't.
Oh. No. So like I'm on this iPad or whatever, but I've never done it like this. Like on the phone, I use like a specific browser, so I have to re-upload like things every time. But this iPad, since I go through the YouTube link, it keeps the everything I had. So I still have the same picture and stuff.
Try it again, Creek.
I actually like that picture. That was when I was in high school right there.
I can't even remember how to add a picture right now.
You turn off the actually. Yeah, no, you have to click like you have an avatar over in the corner, like the top right of the screen. Well, I don't know if you're on your
Oh, yeah, okay. Thanks a lot. I figured it.
Woo!
Oh, I don't have any minutes on it. What was my last one? I told you my pack was empty.
I was just reading the comments.
I'll let you kill it.
So insane
Is your night problem better than from the
LRBY
bus stop?
says, is Trudeau Fidel's son or relative?
Oh, geez. They take a little while this time of night.
The powers that shouldn't be try this and that event to see what they can and can't get away with. They test in the waters and people resolve to fight
Wasn't King
against
Harry moving to
tyranny.
Canada?
King Harry moving to Canada?
Mm-hmm. Didn't he move to Canada?
I don't know. I thought Harry
Dude,
was
that's
going
my
with Meghan
segment.
and Merkel.
Holy crap. Never again am I buying this shit. I thought I could handle something. My God.
It was that spicy. That's how
I
you know
love
it was
spicy too,
jambalaya.
but oh my God. Oh my God, is that spicy?
I'm sorry. I
The
like
milk's
spicy
not even
stuff
calming
though.
it down.
Yeah, I don't know. That should actually help, right?
So I
Yeah, it's
figured out
supposed
who the. Hold on a sec. I'll be right
Damn,
back.
it must have been some like jalapenos or something.
to. Oh my,
Hey, what we got?
my
Oh,
throat
that
is
thing looks
my
awesome.
throat is burnt.
I like spicy stuff. I'm not even gonna lie, but yeah,
So
it
do
could
I,
get
but
too
man,
spicy. Maybe you
hey,
like,
I you
maybe
know,
it went down the wrong pipe a little bit. I know when
mm,
that happens, like I feel like I'm dying. Well, we know that this soon shall pass. I don't know.
Pick Mary, where'd you go? I need help.
Right?
Sometimes it works, and sometimes I was just giving up already. Damn it, Creek Mary, I need your help.
Well, you were
You're
the one that
supposed to
was
come out
jumping
and
out,
save me.
eating your soup.
Well, I wanted to finish it, but I don't know if I can be pushing it any further.
How much more is there?
But
How much more is left?
just a little bit in my bowl, and there's some in the pot yet.
Oh,
Oh, I love making soup every couple days, and that's what I eat a lot.
yeah, man. I should actually make some.
Lots of cheese soup, lots of potato soup.
Whoa, cheese soup. Tell me about that.
Potatoes pretty cheap. Cheese soup's nothing special.
It
I
just,
just
I've
buy
not, I don't,
powdered cheese.
okay.
Potato soup, nothing real special either. Buy potato powder. Use real potatoes too, and throw some celery and stuff in it. Pretty simple.
Yeah, you do simple stuff, but simple's the way to go, for real.
It just makes a whole bunch.
But the cheese soup, I'm just like, what is that?
What kind of soup do you make? Pea soup?
Cheese. Do
Mm.
you know what cheese soup is? Because I'm like, what is cheese soup?
Cheese soup,
Pea
cauliflower,
soup?
broccoli, cheese, little green onions.
Okay, so
Simple
that I'm all over
stuff.
that. That sounds great.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Yeah, not too much going on. Just, I don't know. So I'm just starting to get overwhelmed. So much stuff to do, and I don't want to fall and be an idiot. So I need to buck down again.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Cammy, you're muted.
Yes, I'd had to explain something to my roommate. I
Oh, I
figured
thought you
out
didn't know.
my weird interaction that I had earlier today downtown on my way home. Had some freaking guy freak out, and he just got his butt handed to him by a whole bunch of people at the bus stop, and I de-escalated it and calmed him down, and eventually figured out his problem was he didn't have bus fare to get home, and it was the last run of the night, and so I gave him bus fare. Come to find out, it's the crazy crackhead who's being evicted down this fucking around the corner from me in the other apartments. And he's been trashing his unit since the first. He's only got like 2 windows left in his unit. He's got body size holes all over the place. He's tore out cupboards and closets and thrown them in the park. And like, he's like just trashing the place. That's the guy that I'm like, oh my God. Just came and harassed me out there.
It's a
You're
small
going in
world.
the background. I'm like, oh my God. But
Yeah.
at least
One
he
act
didn't
of
recognize
kindness
me the
makes
first
a change
time.
in
The
life.
second time I reminded him who I was. I'm like, you're having a better night yet from earlier tonight at the bus stop? Like, remember me? Saved your ass.
It's kind of
That was
sad.
cool
The
though.
time he started turning on the random lady that was at the bus stop and started calling her 10-year-old child fat was about the time I thought he was about to have his face caved in.
Right? Better watch it. Shit.
So I inserted myself in the conversation to back up the mother, direct his anger at me, and then calm him down. And little did I know it was my crackhead neighbor.
Wow. Creek Mary said, "You're making me hungry."
Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty stuffed. I ate 2 helpings of that tuna fish casserole.
Hey.
Oh, tuna fish casserole in like a couple of months.
Yeah, I would love to right now.
I like it for a couple days out of each month. After that, I'm good.
Yeah,
That's with almost everything I eat. I eat it for like 2-3 days. The boy, I know what the boy likes. It depends on what he can eat for 2 or 3 days in a row.
I made the cold tuna fish casserole. Put noodles and stuff in it, cheese and everything, and I made that about 3 months ago. And oh yeah, the rest is in the refrigerator. I wonder how that's.
How you say? Oh yeah.
I call that kind of fishy right now.
That's definitely fishy. Yeah, that
by now, when you open it, you're going to need some of this.
Yeah.
The bugs are going to crawl up.
Yeah, he's going to be needing that.
Much mold in there, I could probably make some penicillin.
Ooh. Penicillin comes from mold? I don't know.
Yes, penicillin is mold.
The wrong kind of mold there.
Yeah, different kind of mold, but...
Hey, I don't know a lot.
Was it not?
I don't know.
Because I heard something about a moldy slice of bread and some honey is what used to be.
My dad used to say that when we were younger. They make penicillin out of mold. Go ahead and eat that bread. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks.
It's the flavor that would get me.
I grew up with just scrape that part off. You'll be all right.
Just scrape that. Yeah, I could do that. That's different. I've done that before, for sure.
Put around the green part.
Yep.
The other day, I realized the milk was expired. I had a bowl of cereal. I ate the whole damn thing, and I'm like, man, that didn't taste right.
I just made a container of pizza sauce out of my fridge.
It couldn't have been that.
But I am ashamed to say has managed to skip being tossed out. I looked at it today because I was making pizza, and I guess I dug to the bottom of the fridge instead of where I should have grabbed, because I pulled it out and looked at it and it said expired in 2017. And I'm like, how did that skip being tossed out all this fucking time?
I just did that. Yeah, I just did that tonight.
Again, and found the one that I've been using. But oh my word, and I've gone through my fridge, but I don't know how that managed to slip by 2017. That's like 5 years past date.
Yo, I've got some fish that I got from Costco in the refrigerator. That's like 2017 or something, like for real. But yo, it's frozen. And
I was completely different story if you have it cryo sealed and frozen.
It was good. I ate it.
Yeah, it's fine as long as you haven't got it freezer burned. And there is actually a way to save freezer burned meat if you're really that desperate.
I was desperate.
Save it in your belly.
I do. Like I said, I know how to save freezer burned meat, so that'll tell you how desperate I've been at times. But I grew up really poor, so I learned how to forage, and that's actually how we ate breakfast and lunch. You came home for dinner, but you foraged for your first 2 meals of the day, whatever you could get home.
You did. You're right, Cammy. I couldn't tell you how many flowers I ate.
And people to this day get really wigged out when I look and all of a sudden I bend over and I go, oh, sour grass. And I bend over and scoop up a handful of grass and rinse it off and eat it. And they're like, what the hell?
A handful of crap?
Hey, grass.
It's called sour grass. It's really good. It's sour. It kind of tastes like lemongrass.
Sour grass.
So you got to be careful what kinds of grass. Yeah, it's something that grows here in BC.
I like that other grass. I smoke it.
I mean, it probably grows around. I don't know.
Maybe really good. And in fact, every single part of a dandelion is edible in one form or another.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't hear anybody.
What?
Y'all are all just.
Turn your volume up.
Yeah, turn your volume up.
I'm
Yeah.
entertaining though. Anyway,
Maybe
Turn your
darn it!
volume
I
up.
wish I could
volume.
hear. I can't hear anybody.
You could
Turn
put your
your
volume
volume
up.
up.
Volume up.
Push the button. Duh. Okay.
There you
Can you
go.
hear us?
Can you hear us?
I hear.
Yay.
You can't
You
hear us?
can't hear us?
Mhm.
I think so. Yeah.
I think
You
I'm
can hear
on.
us?
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
Hi, Terry.
Mic
Okay,
check.
Creek Mary.
I thought I'd come
Hello?
on. There are people here anyway. Who is that? I'm blind. I don't have any glasses.
That's
Hey,
Joe
Creek
Dirt.
Mary.
All right.
Oh,
Joe
hey.
Dirt. Patrick.
Yeah.
Cammy.
Mhm.
Creek,
Okay.
that's you. Wait, Creek, that's you.
Me.
And then
And
Trev.
okay. Because I haven't had glasses for a while and I'm just like blind. But I'm really good at acting like I can see.
I'm blind too.
So who was making you hungry?
I
Oh,
think Joe.
yeah.
Who?
Joe Dirt talking about food and cheese
Oh,
soup,
okay.
broccoli.
The cheese soup sounds
Oh,
great.
that's
Yeah.
potato soup. Oh, God.
Hey, don't
Joe
blame
Dirt's
me.
a
Potato
good
Pat.
soup.
cook.
Cammy started it with making pizza.
Yeah,
Well, I've had to
Yeah.
start
that's true.
on a diet, and that's why I just get so hungry for everything. But I keep falling off the diet. Like Valentine's Day at the casino, I got a free box of candy just for being a woman because they weren't giving them to me.
Hey, was
And
that today?
whole box,
No,
well,
it's
almost. Well,
tomorrow.
half.
Well,
Tomorrow.
basically today now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
You
for
4 o'clock.
freak,
Valentine's Day, I
man.
bought myself some peanut butter cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You guys
I
freaked me
like
out. I
peanut
thought I
butter.
missed it.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, was that today? I don't pay attention.
No,
Doesn't matter. It's
Monday.
not like I
Well,
have.
technically today.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
little Ollie some candy stuff. I thought,
I
shit, if
guess.
it was today, I missed it.
Oh, I'll make
Well,
myself some green tea.
Uh,
that's romantic.
I'll just cuddle up on the couch and I'll be a widowed old man that doesn't have anybody that loves him.
Right?
well,
See,
Yo,
when
go buy yourself a candy bar.
Valentine's
Love
Day
what do you
all
yourself.
by
say?
himself.
Exactly.
you get yourself one of
Right.
those bouquets and a bottle of
Love
wine.
yourself. Yo, that's a good idea. I get some
Teddy
wine.
bear. He needs a life-size teddy bear.
I just need some weed.
Oh, no problem. Well, maybe,
So,
but
so Trev, what
So,
you do is you get yourself a box of chocolate, a
yeah,
bottle of wine,
yeah.
sit next to your bed, put a bow tie around your hand, and then put some lube on the side.
Don't sound
I
enchanted.
didn't even know where that was going. I'm like, wait, what? A bow tie?
I should
Where'd the
probably go back
chocolate
there.
come in? Like,
I get Patrick in
All
trouble.
sounds good at first.
right? I'm
After
like, wait, I thought he was gonna say weed.
Uh,
Like lube. Where do I get that from? I got coconut water.
My work sells it.
I was gonna point out
Hey, yo, your work got everything.
your work
I'm
sells
sorry,
there you
weed,
Creek.
go.
What did you say?
chemtrails. That's
where
my thing.
where the heck do you work?
That's my thing lately is the chemtrails.
Okay.
Do you work at a gas station?
Oh no, no. Well, y'all know about chemtrails, don't you? That's just so old.
Yeah,
Whoa.
no, I was talking to
Yes.
the camp.
He asked
But
Cammy where does she work at?
oh,
Grocery store.
The
Little tiny
grocery
peanut
store.
grocery store.
And they sell weed at the grocery store. What do they have, a pharmacy in there or something?
No,
We
they
sell
sell
lube at the.
lube.
Hey, why?
Oh, lube. I thought you said weed.
And Creek
They
was
got a
saying that. I'm sorry.
they got a bag boy. You get it? They got a bag boy.
Yo. And Creek was talking about the chemtrails. Or
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
mean
weed with a
contrails?
chemtrail.
No, there's a difference. Like a contrail, I think is like probably what really comes out of an airplane, like condensation or something like that.
And
And
then it
that's
dissipates real
yeah,
quick.
because Well, the other day, it's so old school.
There's no such thing as there's no such thing as chemical trails.
Yes,
Yeah,
there is.
right. What are we talking about?
No, they're not spraying the sky.
Like, why
Yes,
would they do that?
check it out. I put up a video.
People who say they're spraying the sky have fell off their rockers.
Right?
They did have chemtrails, and they were really
I'm just
thick the
messing
last
with
time
you.
everybody started getting sick.
I'm
And
messing
I noticed that. And so now they were really thick. Day before yesterday, I think they were really thick. I mean, you could
Mhm.
see they were just all over back and forth
I've
across
been
that.
filming chemtrails for years. Like in my very first videos, there's like some of my videos are me filming chemtrails.
Well, the videos that used to be on YouTube that would tell you, like, well, I was telling my brother about this too, because he thinks I'm crazy anyway, so I don't care. But there used to be
Yeah.
videos that would tell you, people would put up their speculations about what they were and why they were there, and conspiracy theories and this and that. And some of them went into like an analysis of what they thought might be in them, but those are gone because I was going to go back and check them again. It's like, well, what did those people say was in them? But those are all gone.
They're on Odyssey.
Well, all they have now is like, oh, that crazy conspiracy theory, those chemtrails, ha ha ha.
I knew too.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I had a question though, because like I noticed it too, like a couple days ago. But like, did you get any like weather after that was just like kind of strange to you? Because like I seen it like what 2 days ago, and then like the weather that hit us just now, I just thought they were correlated.
I don't know, because all our weather has been
He's
so
licking
strange.
his foot.
We didn't really have a winter. And the weather that was supposed to come in doesn't. I mean, we're supposed to be having winter.
Mm-hmm.
And we were out there getting our wood and all kind of stuff, getting ready for snowstorms. And it doesn't come. My roses are blooming and the birds are out chirping and things are growing.
Take water out of the atmosphere. It has to come from somewhere. So when they're flooding somebody, it's because they're droughting somebody. So they're warming somebody and they're cooling somebody. And the coasts are under attack. That's all. But everywhere is being sprayed, but the coasts are specifically under weather attack.
Like hard. Like
The
this
winter
weather is
weather, summer
ridiculous.
weather, fires. There's disasters all over everywhere. But we knew they wanted everybody inland and away from the coast. On every map they've got of the new system of things, all the major populated city things, they want everybody living in. There's none of them on the coast. It says no humans at all, no-go zone. They've got a zone that's good for humans, that's, closer to the city. But
good for humans.
the coasts are all a no-go zone. None of the coasts, anywhere in the world.
Hey, I mean, that's a no-brainer to me anyway.
It's half the reason why I'm living on the coast, because
I'm sorry.
Well, I would classify it that way.
What's going to be happening? Like, we have all the volcanic activity right now, and volcanoes are going off everywhere, and that one island might crack in half and make a tsunami. But I wonder if that's not a reason that they're trying to relocate a lot of the population, make it more inland, that maybe they know something's going on. And I mean, you can't just say, oh, y'all better move and clear out California because it might really fall into the ocean. But
very rarely have I found that they did anything that actually helped us.
Yeah, if it was just because it was going to fall in the ocean, they'd let it fall in the ocean.
Right, no warning.
California because
I
of the
think
climate.
the territory is just too pretty for simple
why
folk.
that increased population of homeless people, just move them all out to California and then let it fall in.
Yeah, seems to be what they're already doing.
Absolutely.
Pretty much.
Something strange. They ain't really gotta dissuade me too much. I don't want to be on the coasts.
Oh, I'm staying on the coast. I'm just not going to be on the coast where it's low level.
Well, I'd go over there in a heartbeat. You got the BC buds and everything. Actually, I think
the
I'm gonna stay
mountains.
over here.
The other
U.S. is where it's at.
benefit. Like I'm
I always
literally,
wanted to. I always wanted to sail up and down that chain of islands. You know.
Yeah.
I'm literally on the water, 10 minutes away walking distance to the ocean. And yet I'm
Mm,
far enough uphill that if I went to the roof, I would be higher than the Japanese tsunami that was 100 feet high
Oh goodness.
without even having to leave the land this close
yeah.
to the ocean. So we're different topography.
Absolutely.
So I
Man.
would tell everybody the ground shakes, don't go near the ocean. We ran up the mountain with the
Yeah.
tsunami. And
That's a long ways over here from New York.
yeah, well, there's certain places like
It's
I
like
wouldn't
on
go
the
to.
other side of the country.
I would totally not
No,
feel
I meant
comfortable
like
staying
getting
in New
away from like
Orleans
the water line.
or anywhere
Oh
low
yeah.
level. Like there are places in California I would not live just because the ocean level, if tsunami hit, it's going to flood in to many places there. But there are places in California that are safe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
California's
It
lit,
just
bro.
all depends on where you're at. You just
Driving
have
through
to
that was
walk.
lit.
We have
Hey, I'm
earthquakes
missing
here
chat, right?
now.
We have earthquakes every day here. I'm
Where are you?
lucky because they're microquakes.
Yeah.
Everybody else around us gets hit with big ones. But we
Wait.
have like 300 microquakes every day, which move us the same amount as the big quakes are moving everybody else.
Mm. Is Creek Mary in Canada also?
We're in Oklahoma.
Oh,
Yeah. You
okay.
can't tell.
I like out there.
I could tell.
I couldn't tell.
It's accent.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm trying to go
Somewhere
out
around
there.
there anyway.
Arkansas, Oklahoma, those areas are cool.
Yeah, they're
Texas.
pretty high elevation. Hmm.
I gotta go out there
Yeah.
again. I can't wait. I really can't
Well,
though.
I like the day when I finally leave the yard. So much to do, you know. I get away for like 4 or 5 hours just to go get food. That's it. It's like fuck me. I mean,
Wow.
granted, I never did shit anyway in my life. I always just constantly worked, but
Yeah.
you kind of think, hey, I wonder what the miniature golf course is doing, or I wonder what that, you know?
Probably.
Leisure.
Yeah, I wasn't into doing anything. I
No,
just skateboard, that's all.
I'm still not.
Hey, we got
What do
Pat
you
in
do?
here. What's up, Parliaments? That's my guy right there. Everybody's my guy, even if you're a female.
Welcome, Prelim.
That prelim.
Hey, prelim.
Hopefully the computer, he's on the other computer, we can hear him.
Well, I'm guessing he made it because his taxi's back here now.
Yo,
That's right.
Joe, is that a joint?
Prelim,
I hear you.
Patrick. All right. Creek Mary.
Yeah.
Hey, Trev,
What's going
Cammy,
on?
Joe Dirt.
It's great to see you. I know you had a bout
Yeah,
with something recently.
yeah, pretty heavy. I'm just glad to be alive. So
Me too.
living healthy because my health can't afford to. I can't live the same way anymore.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're
prelim.
here.
I'm just realizing that myself, man.
It's pretty hard right now. I
Yeah.
feel I feel strange.
I feel like we're lucky to be alive. Well, I was talking
Yeah.
to somebody, and I wondered if, like, there's at least 2 or 3 times in this past few months, like I had COVID twice,
Wow.
and yeah, and then I had some really weird, like, MRSA staph infection that almost got into my bloodstream. They said, "Oh God, you almost waited too late." But there was a point where I had a choice, and I almost just didn't go in. And
Yeah.
I thought, well, people talk about shifting and dying, and I thought maybe those are a couple times that 1 or 2 of those timelines got cut,
Right. Wow.
and I moved over into this one.
Yeah. I mean, I think I already died
in 2016. So this is kind of like another, except this time I seem to be in the same Earth, the Orion, whatever this is.
Mm.
Things can shift. I don't know if I ever told y'all. I need to go out there and take a video of where it was. But one night we were coming back, and the moon moved, like just in the blink of an eye.
I
Hey,
know. I've
that's
seen some very
exactly what
weird
I said.
moon
That's
Yeah,
what I
activity.
said.
Yeah.
and it just showed me. I mean, I didn't say anything because I'm like, I just quit saying things because people already think I'm crazy. So I was like, wow, that was interesting. But Leon said something, and I said, he said, boy, that moon moved fast. I mean, because like I looked at it, it was like on top of my sister's house, and I thought, well, what's on top of her house? And I looked at the road because it's deer season, and I looked back, and it had moved from over her house to like, oh God, it's hard to explain it. Like it would have been like inches across my windshield.
Like significant move.
Because
Yeah,
I've seen
I mean, it would have moved like the equivalent of a mile down the road
wow.
Hey,
across. Yeah,
I'll
just
tell you
fast.
what happened to me with that when you're ready. But yeah,
And I thought that's how fast things can change, and you don't even notice it. I mean, how many times would it change like that, and I just didn't catch it?
Mhm.
So anyway, I think about that. How many times does it shift?
Yeah, and like a year ago in January, I drive along the same streets a lot, and I was driving along on the usual corner, and for 3 nights in a row, the moon was in the same exact place,
Yeah,
and and it was like it was at the same angle, and it wasn't. It was like, how could it be in the same place on 3 nights in a row? Like the third time I saw it, I was like, no way.
perfect. It's supposed to move. And another thing I noticed tonight, well, I was going to mention it tonight, but I've noticed it. It seems to me that it's not giving any moonlight.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's not the same kind of moonlight, or it's like a dim.
hey, it's right
I
behind
think.
me in that window.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The moon.
yeah.
I think Freak
Can you
is
see it on
muted
the camera?
or something.
Creek Mary, your microphone went out.
Yeah, it did.
We don't hear you. Oh, that's a mute.
Try it again. It's off now.
Try talking, Creek Mary.
It's off now.
Check.
Now it's on.
Yes.
You're welcome, Ken.
I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yep,
one
we
is
can hear you.
part of it's Mandela Effect for sure.
Yeah, this is what happened to me, man. And this is the time that I came to YouTube, all right? I mean,
Yeah.
it literally was when I started looking around on the internet for the first time. What the fuck, pardon the language. Freaked the hell out of me. And I'll tell you this story. It all started with an old pocket watch, okay? I looked inside of the crystal of an old pocket watch. There's writing all over inside the watch, too, that's microscopic.
Wow.
And I tracked down some of the symbols that were on it. It was like an ancient Hebrew type thing. And you're told it's just jeweler marks, that's what you're told on them. But it's not sometimes. And I looked inside the crystal itself, and man, my whole world flipped upside down, literally. It was like the roughest 6 weeks of my life, It felt like I went total psychotic in the head.
Wow.
It's only for that, period of moments there.
Right.
But it felt like the whole house got electrified after that, really fast after that. The whole house got like electrified. I could feel the electricity running all the way through my body constantly.
Wow.
I couldn't sleep in my bed no more. I would run around to different rooms of my house to try to get away from whatever the hell was shocking me the entire time. We ended up sleeping underneath my stairwell. Okay, it was the only place I felt half comfortable. And I remember,
Was it coming from outside of the house? Like,
yeah, well, this is where I'm getting to the moon now. Okay, and
okay.
this was
Oh,
a process of a couple weeks. All right, now I'm underneath my stairwell, and let's say the window behind me is a doorway into my little office. Right, there's a window right there, and it's not very big. It's closer than these doors are here, you know. And man, I could see the moon over there. It was a full moon. It was off from the window 30 degrees, right? So you had to go like that. I could see it. And then I felt something really wicked and spooky. So I walked to the doorway of that room, and I'm standing on the outside of that doorway, and I'm peeking into that room, looking out that
oh,
window, and I could see this crown. It was a crown in my windows, like fucking silhouetting off my wall. And it's like, what the hell? Because that's the same type of crown on the pocket watch, you understand? So this really, I was like, what's going on? And then before I knew it, that moon was directly right there in my window. And it,
oh,
it felt like it was coming into the house, man. I mean, I was so
scary.
frozen for I don't know how long. It literally felt I died, literally. It did. I mean, I was praying to God I wasn't about to die because I could feel it. And then I could feel and hear the fucking noise to go into that moon, and I was like, no, something made me scared as hell. So I didn't go back into that room. I just kept fucking looking.
Huh.
I swear it felt like I died then. But I kept literally praying that fuck, I'm not dying here. And I kept getting this feeling, don't go into the moon. At the same time, something was trying to drag me into it. So, and that's what brought me to you too, man. I think that's only the third time I ever told anyone that story because it can get more wicked the more I remember all the time.
What's
Yeah, that
strange
sounds,
is I think
sounds
I
like you
remember
were.
you hearing. I remember you saying that. Sorry.
It
It's
sounds
all
like you were. It sounds like you were out of body when it happened. I mean, it
Something
doesn't
like that.
sound like you were in your normal consciousness.
no, I was actually
You were.
there, right?
You were?
I
Oh,
mean,
okay. Okay.
yeah, literally.
Wow.
I
It
was
just sounds
actually there.
very different. It's
Well, it,
you.
it felt like something was pulling you apart. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like
I mean,
yeah.
I did have an out of body experience type thing, more like a remote viewing experience, but that
Yeah.
was like 15 years before this, dude. I don't
Uh,
I don't try to do that stuff, but that was
and
like 15 years before.
so
So
the
I
moon
kind
was
of know
sending
what
it.
that felt like.
The moon was sending that energy into your house, or that's what you perceive.
Uh,
Is that the
that
energy,
and it felt like
the
there was
electric?
there really felt like there was a demonic spirit in that house. It
Oh
really
yeah.
did,
Okay.
you know.
That happened to
And
me
and the moon came in, and
in 2015. I think I experienced a demon, and
um,
man, that was really scary. And
yeah,
uh, I, for lack, I don't know if it was demon or a psyop, some kind of some kind of targeting device or
well, you know
whatever.
what? Can I tell you one thing, Prelim? Speaking
Yeah.
of this demon, right? Because it chased me for another 4.5, 5 weeks. I mean, I instantaneously put that house on the market. It sold in 30 days. I was fucking out of there. You know
Out
what
of
I
there.
mean? This
Yeah.
fuck freaked me out. But
Yeah.
anyway, I was driving to the property, and then I felt like the demon was in the car with me. It got in the car with me because it knew I was freaking out, and it knew because I would start disappearing. I'd drag the boy and we'd get the hell out of there, go camping. It was cold, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I felt like it was in the damn car, dude. So I jumped out of the damn car,
Oh.
you know, We left the car at the side of the road. Me and the
Yeah.
boy walked 12 miles out to the property, and I felt like it was in the car. We ran right through the woods, right on the side of the road. The boy and I took the hell off,
Yeah.
and I had the strongest feeling. I ditched that motherfucker in the woods, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
It's-
haven't seen it since. But we had to walk over 15 miles. I had a buddy go get the car. I don't even have
Wow.
that car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It freaked me out, dude.
That's
And
pretty.
I'm
That's
a pretty rational person. Don't get me wrong. This shit
Yeah.
just
right. Yeah, because the supernatural isn't. I mean, it'll sound like anyone you try to talk to about, they'll think you're,
Crazy.
delusional or batshit crazy. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
They made everybody pretty good when it's not real, so of course they will.
Dude, if my buddy told me this story, I would call him batshit crazy. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why I said this is only the
They
third
make
time
it all
I've ever
fucking
told
real.
anyone about this. Literally. Yeah.
It's
But
just
that's
who
what
you
brought me here. I started looking into a lot of shit after that.
But I think it helps.
I'm
to
not laughing. I
believe
do something else. I
in
understand.
supernatural. I think until you really experience it, you don't really believe it.
Yeah.
You know, it's really real. It's like just a ghost story until it happens to you for real, and then you start
Yeah.
really believing it. But it has to happen to you.
It could have
Yeah,
been.
I tell people, they just, oh, well, I tell somebody and they didn't believe it. I said, that's okay. They just haven't had their moment yet. Everybody's got to have that thing that they know in their heart what it was. And it's not
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. I
anymore.
think. I think
Different for everybody.
he's right. Like on some level, you know who or what it was, but maybe
Yeah.
consciously it might be harder to retrieve. Like there's probably more that you don't remember about it.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
Ken just wrote something that was like trippy because if I ever had this, it would be weird. I think I saw one of them, but he said I woke to a room full of shadow people one night in a haunted farmhouse I lived in back in the 90s. Like a room full. That would be trippy, bro.
I'm sorry.
I would occasionally see a shadow in the bedroom and stuff.
Yeah,
You know.
like I think I
But that
seen
was
one,
even
but like
before the electricity. That was before even knowing. But yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, the only time like Prelim said that he experienced like a demon, if I was to say that I had some kind of experience close to that, it was in a dream,
This was conscious.
like a succubus
I was,
type thing.
This was
I was
fluent.
they were having a barbecue party outside, and this force, demon or a psyop, something powerful, controlled me to I jumped from my chair for no reason and attacked my sister's husband with a glass in my hand, and I held it up to his neck. I was gonna slit his neck
Wow.
for no reason, and it wasn't me. I mean, it was whatever was doing this was outside of me. And then I was like, Eric, I have no idea what it was. It was not me. And I was in shock, and I left the park. I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, and that's when I knew demons are real, and this was before the Mandella Effect for me. This was summer of 2015, and I still but me and him have talked a lot since then, and I haven't had any experience like that, except then I had the Mandela Effect. So I mean, they must think I'm crazy, It's terrible. Anyone anyone that's going through this thing is our family and
I
our
can tell you another thing.
what happened to
It was like a whole bunch of information just sunk in all of a sudden, and I started finding all these pictures of caterpillars, uh that green beetle, right? All this stuff that had to do with like this green and the caterpillar cocoons,
Wow.
and it was like something was telling me this is how you make a griffin. This is how you make them hybrid animals, the bird and the cat. It was
Mhm.
just fucked up, man. It was like the blood in this is how you could bind it. That's what I
Mm.
felt, man. I don't know
Wow.
what the hell that meant or nothing like that. I felt it. And it's in some old drawings even. You can see it. It's like, I don't know, that's what I see. I see him making griffins. I see him making hybrid beasts.
Huh. Wonder what that means.
I don't know. It has something
Well,
to do with the green inside of the beetle and the green in the caterpillar.
oh,
I have no idea. But it took the green one, you know?
oh.
It took the green one. I
That's
don't
crazy.
understand. I don't understand, but it just never forgot either, It's been 7, 8 years, 7 years, 6 years. Fuck, I don't know. I
Well,
don't
we
do
got
social
another
media
comment.
very well.
Insane said, I finally saw a huge shadow thing, big as a house, like a waving huge sheet, and my dog saw it too. Folk ain't crazy going through these events. Give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't know everything.
I always wondered if a lot of extraterrestrial beings were what are interpreted as demons are just like otherworldly spirits drifting around the earth, and they're able to they're limited by depending on like if you have a guardian angel, uh, that I think I've read that they protect us more than we know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise we would be attacked all the time. And
And
like
the other thing is be sober minded. I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah,
failed at that all my life, you know what I mean?
that was a problem for me too. I
Yeah.
don't deny it, and now I'm just like trying to walk a straight road.
I
And
think right now, like that's my thing.
I've been
Um,
sleepy, very sleepy. You
oh
go ahead.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, Trev, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say because he said be sober minded, and you were saying that was your like struggle early on. I think I was a lot more sober minded than I am right now. Like I feel like I'm kind of wanting to like drift away. Like I
Yeah,
was really
yeah.
in tune
Like
early
it
on.
all feels like it's too much, and you need something to numb the intensity of it. But like I'm trying to escape more back into my art. Patrick's acting crazy.
Right? What is he doing, bro?
I don't know.
Somebody
Like
didn't
you
put
were on mute
deodorant
too.
on. I smell somebody and they stink in the room.
It's probably me.
Who didn't put deodorant on? Oh, that was
It's
me.
me.
That's right. That was me. My bad.
Oh,
I mean, it
I
could be
guess
me
we all
too.
got our habits.
Right.
uh,
It'd be cool if I smelled some skunk. I'm trying to smoke.
Wow, my eyes just got like blurry.
I
Everything just
don't
got
think
blurry.
that's ever came out of my mouth, Trev.
Huh? Oh,
I
y'all
don't
all
know.
smoking.
I never had a
I ain't
desire
getting
to smell skunk, though.
Right? I do.
Oh, no.
No,
So
like
brag
not the
about it.
real skunks. Those things smell crazy.
I don't know. My son videotaped a little skunk. He never sprayed or nothing like that, and it wasn't so bad. This is in
Yeah,
Big
they are
Mamas,
pretty cute.
holy shit. Stay away from that.
They do stink though. When I was driving, that's the one thing I could say. I smelled a lot of that.
I've actually haven't seen one out here. At the last
I
place,
think
so I seen quite a few. Yeah,
I
never
probably
seen any.
saw like 3. I don't know.
That cat reminds me of my cat I had for 11 years. His name was Fabby, short for fabulous. It's like the same kind. I like those black and white.
Yeah, we had one.
That's him.
Last year we lost him. He had a lot more white on him though. And last year we lost him. I think the owl took him away.
My last kitty that I just lost had a lot more white on him. Nico, her sister.
I have a photo of me. Fabulous always climbed on my shoulder and would walk around I'd walk around the house and it would just perch on my shoulder without moving.
I was gonna do that, but then the bigger cat, who's an adult-sized cat at a kitten stage, decided she was gonna climb up my back while I was cooking the other day, and ended up twist around. I think I was actually on Pat's stream when it happened. And I just spun around and grabbed the cat because she was claws deep in my back. And she literally jumped from the floor to mid back. I'm like,
Creek Mary, have you noticed any Mandela effects in the last 5 months? Can you hear me?
Let me think. Not off the top of my head that I can think of.
It hasn't been very shifty as much as the old days. So
I think we're all distracted.
Good. You were distracted?
Oh, well, I did wonder about something. I'm always wondering because I thought, well, maybe it's just me. But I used to really like that Benny Goodman song. I used to call it Swing, Swing, Swing.
Yeah.
When I was looking it up, to listen to it, it was Sing, Sing, Sing. And I thought, maybe that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them you can't tell. It's like, well, I didn't know it that well enough.
Because I used to like that one.
I'm sure about so many of them, though. Like Bragg's Vinegar. Bragg was definitely had apostrophe S on it. I saw it every day as a cashier, and it was a
you guys never answered my beginning of the stream. What was it for you guys for Arby's? What was the Arby's saying?
They answered it in the chat. You didn't read it?
Yeah, I typed it in chat. For me, it's not a change for me. I remember we have the meat. They didn't say beef. He said meat.
Yeah, they said meat.
Well, I know that's what they say now. But I remember. I remember them saying we got the beef.
Yeah, I didn't have. I wasn't in that timeline, I guess.
I remember
Patrick.
about
Now
that
you say it.
passed on a roof, and so they pretty much scrubbed it and tossed any idea of it, and probably paid people to get rid of it.
I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, they might have changed it.
Because there was some big protest with a cow on Arby's roof, and some fake blood or something. I don't remember, but it made a big stink, and that was a long time ago.
Well, if you watch, I'm trying to think.
We don't have one here, but I remember it made the news.
Moneybags was asking about it today, but his main one was got their have, and they were agreeing. Everybody was agreeing on meats. I'm the only one that said beef. I remember it saying we got the beef.
Yeah, I remember that too. Now that you say it, I do.
Sense. What?
Yeah, I totally remember now.
In a reality where they got the beef.
I can't remember.
See, that's just
I don't remember either.
We're so susceptible that we don't know sometimes if we make it up.
Yeah, because sometimes I wonder if I'm just getting fuzzy-minded. Going some things I remember and some things I almost remember.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
say
mean,
Yeah,
there's
that.
some.
you caught the videos. I don't remember whose videos they are, sadly, of the woman who caught the Mandela effect as it was happening.
Oh, I
I
remember.
think I remember something like
With
that.
the Chase banks and the color changing, and she caught them
Yeah.
mid.
Yeah.
World,
Yeah.
World
I
Church.
remember when that was happening.
No.
And
Yeah,
she just caught one bank where half the sign was one color and half the sign was the other
I
color
saw
still.
that. Yeah, I'm still
Right.
And
subscribed.
then
And
the next day it was
she
all the
went
other.
back a couple days. She went back a couple days later, and it was all like one color.
Yeah,
It had all changed.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I wonder
remember that.
about the missing 411 because I watch
he
all kinds of
was
things.
really capturing some stuff.
And well, I wonder if that's what happens to some of those people that go missing.
Uh-huh.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe we took off without them, or they took off without us, and that's what.
I mean, there's plenty of times where I've been driving down the highway, and all of a sudden there's a car behind me. I'm like, where the hell did this car come from?
yeah.
Or else I'll be driving, and this car will be coming up to pass me, and I'll lose it in the blind spot as it's passing me, and I'm like, wow, it should be it should be passing me by now, and I go to look, the fucking car is gone. Or I've had
Never
this
seen that
happen.
one.
That's
I've had that happen a lot of times. I've also had this happen where there's a car at night. It's got its headlights on me, and it's probably a couple miles back. And all of a sudden, it'll take a right turn where there's no fucking road, and it disappeared.
Mhm.
That was like probably the trippiest part of me driving across the country. I did experience stuff like that. Yo,
Really?
like being in
Yeah,
Nebraska.
it's really
Yeah, it was trippy at night, yo. That's trippy, bro. I didn't care I was smoking, but still.
Well, I went over the railroad tracks twice one night with my husband when I was married. We lived out in the country, and there was like one railroad track from between the house and town, and we were going to town at night, and we drove over the railroad tracks, and then a few minutes later, we drove over the railroad tracks again.
oh,
And again, I didn't say anything. Well, yes, I did, because I thought, well, Susan, this is crazy. Say something. I said, didn't we just go over the railroad tracks once already? And he said, well, yeah, I thought we did. And I said, okay, just checking. Yeah, that was.
Right? I mean, I'm just
Johnny says, "Have you?"
oh,
Johnny
like
says,
you went
"Have you
like
seen
you
the
went
guy that says he
10
is
seconds back in
in
time.
the world alone and has made videos and posted online?" No, I have not seen that. So I gave you a rent. So post a link to that. That would be cool to take a look at.
yeah, that sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that guy actually. I haven't watched too many of the videos, but he goes into places and it'll be like police departments or grocery stores or department
Yeah,
stores. Everything is there, but
yeah.
there's no people.
No people. Yeah.
There's no
Ooh, dang.
people.
And it's supposedly from 2027.
Uh huh.
So
I
does
already know
anybody
how
have
that's filmed and made, more than likely, because there are entire cities that have been made that are sitting empty and they're all prepped and ready to go.
a
And
link?
Like
Does
the
anybody have a
Chinese,
link?
I've seen those. That they're just like
there's
mountainous.
lots in China. Yeah, there's lots in China. It was
Do you have a
during
guy?
the
A
build
link?
it and you will come phase.
Anybody with
Say
a link?
what?
Patrick, it's on. What's that? What's that channel called? Cami.
Oh, I have no idea.
It. Um. It isn't on. It isn't YouTube. It's on different format.
You can also catch it on YouTube.
You can.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
I don't
I
know
don't
that.
exclusively watch YouTube.
Well, he's on that other. It's not Instagram. It's one of those other ones. It's on Tweet. I think it's on Twitter.
Twitter. Tweet.
Twitter. I never use it.
Twitter?
I just
Tweeter.
use it like everybody else
Stop
uses it.
playing with your tweeter.
That's where I
Stop playing
posted
with
my
your tweeter.
chemtrail pictures, though,
Twitter.
from the other morning. Perfectly blue sky, 4 chemtrails through it. I'm like, you assholes. Would have been a perfect day. I point them out every chance I get. But mind you, I was pointing it out when the moon was upside down for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden it just flipped back upside down to right side, like overnight. And I pointed that out to everybody. And they all just went, oh, yeah, know what? You don't understand. If the moon actually did that, we would have had like a tidal wave. Like, that's just not possible. I honestly think they just got the projector thingy for the moon phase upside down, and then they remembered and put it back up. And
You got to read that. Johnny says he can leave things for people to find, but his world, he's the only person and no birds or animals. Very strange.
Like
We
he's
got
a
someone
ghost.
from Scotland.
well, maybe he's just phase shifted just out of reality, and so that's why he's not seeing people, and people aren't seeing him, and he can't see animals because he's not actually vibrating in the same frequency as everything on planet Earth.
I need to learn how to do
But
that.
not fully there.
I want to see these damn videos.
Yeah, I want to
you
see
guys
that.
are seeing. What would I look
on Star Trek, which it seems everything on Star Trek is coming true now. So,
What would I look up on YouTube?
That's supposed to be predictions. The
what
predictions.
I'm
how do
waiting
you
for
find
that they
that
haven't
video?
brought out yet, but it's got to be next because they've got everything else, including the warp bubble. By the way, they just came up with that one. But I'm waiting for the replicator. That would be actually useful, where you can take nothing and make it into something.
Or the who is it called? The holodome, holodeck, where you could go have your vacation somewhere.
That's where we are now.
Oh, good. A better place. I know.
Insane says. Insane said, Cammy, that's brilliant. I never thought of that angle. Another Tartarian event. New folk, afterward inheriting the old world, they'll repopulate. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you find this video is what Pat was saying. Like, what do you look up to find videos of this guy?
I can't remember.
It's kind of hard. They censor a lot of videos now.
Yeah.
Find it. Hold on.
Why would they censor that though?
I don't go to that format, and I've never seen it on YouTube. But I think it's Twitter.
Do you guys remember the guy's name?
Do we have a name?
She ran out the door on me.
It's like a South American name. I can't remember.
Oh, you had to dig her back in?
Is it called Man is Living in 2027 and Human Race is Gone?
Yeah. That might be a mirror of it.
So it's like 16 minutes long?
Oh, goodness.
What is it?
16-minute long video?
Yeah, that sounds right. He
Sounds like a good theory.
He has
Type
about
in
50.
Sorry.
He has like 50 videos.
50.
I
Okay, so it
typed
shouldn't be
Man
that
Living
hard.
in his own.
Johnny said, type in the guy in the world alone post on Instagram in Europe or something.
Okay.
Imagine
yes,
if you're
that's
the
it.
only
He's in
one left on
2027.
Earth.
Well, that was New York City when the pandemic happened.
That's gonna be a good video to watch. I've been watching that. Everyone is gone. Town is so haunted. Everyone leaves before dark. Virginia City.
He was on
5
TikTok.
days.
TikTok.
Okay.
It's a 35-minute
So, like-
video,
Wow.
and that was 5 months ago.
So Cammy posted a link and Insane posted a link.
And of course, there's videos on here going, TikTok guy exposed.
Right? Obviously.
Because,
there's always going to be the debunkers.
TikTok guy exposed.
Fact checker. This is false because.
Why?
Without
it's
any
a
evidence,
video
they
I
just be
just
like, "Yo,
found.
this is false because look at his name. He's not real."
It's
That's a
amazing.
troll
You guys
account.
both, you
Channel.
guys both
Apparently
posted the
that's
video I just found myself.
Really? Interesting.
He might have some kind of software, but it looks real, at least for a while.
So that will be interesting to watch later.
yeah.
I've been on here for hours. I need some water. Hold up.
Yeah, I think I need some water too.
My throat's getting a little too dry.
I've been drinking coffee, but I should probably drink something else.
Coffee? Is it after 5? Somebody told me after 5 you shouldn't drink
It's
coffee. It'll keep you up.
38. I drink
Good,
coffee
Mama
right
Trail.
before bedtime, and it doesn't affect me at all that way.
Yeah. Like it
I have
don't
more
make me go to
of
sleep.
dehydration than anything else.
If anything, that'd be making me go to the bathroom sometimes, like to take a
That's
dump.
why I worry about
That's too
dehydration.
much info. I ain't mean to spit out that much info. Sorry.
Peeing isn't that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure we all pee.
Oh, I was talking about
The
number
book
2.
called Everybody Poops, so
Everybody poops.
That's a song title right there.
it's a book. It's an actual book
Oh, okay. Never mind. Gosh.
for children.
All the good ideas are taken.
I know.
Yeah, I'm still here. Getting tired though.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, but I've had a yo-yo week where they had me bouncing my shift all over the place. So
Wait. Did I hear that like you just said they had you bouncing your shit?
my shift, HIFES, shift.
Big rubber ball.
Sorry, my mind, like it's getting late. Oh goodness.
I would quit if I had to bounce my shit.
That
Right?
poor little shit baby.
It's bouncing everywhere.
I discovered I don't bounce a long time ago. I'm not 5. I don't bounce like Twitter. I just
Yo, this is gold right here.
Where's gold? I want some gold.
This right here, this conversation is gold.
4-pound gold nugget fell out of the mountain just before the Paradise Fire. So almost everybody seems to forget about it. And then you want to know why they didn't allow anybody back to Paradise.
Oh, that's interesting.
Everybody forgot about that. That one guy.
Yeah, why did they stop
fell out
talking
of the
about it?
ground.
All the gold in California was in a bank in the middle of Beverly Hills in somebody else's name. So if you're dreaming about California,
I was like, yo, why does that sound familiar?
I forgot the rest of the words from there.
You lost me in California.
It was a
I know
good
I'm
song.
in the dark.
You guys never heard that song before?
And all said, let there be light. Check.
Oh, I was going to give a compliment to that. I feel like the resistance all through this stuff, like your example and your resistance, all of our little resistance, when people thought we were crazy and gonna die and kill people, that think that it helped hold the line for most of the rest of the world to catch up and start convoying through Canada. But I think if there wasn't people like you that encouraged that kind of resistance in the meantime, that it might have taken over. Because it still might, they might end up shooting people and trying to just knock it down totally. But I think that there's a turning tide, and some people had to take a stand from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think people are just sick of being grounded, and they're yelling at mom and dad right now, and they still treat it like mom and dad. So I don't see nothing else happening but getting ungrounded for a little bit until we get uppity again. Then we get grounded.
Well, they haven't been up yet. They're still in Ottawa, apparently waiting until all the mandates are lifted. All of them, and freedom is back.
I mean, I do have hope that things would change, but it's I don't know, man. It's
We're gonna have to be very vigilant for each and everything. Like they've
and that don't last very long sometimes,
Well,
especially if you're the ones that get to choose who your parents are. You know what I mean? As long as they could put who they want there. Yeah, I don't know.
The whole system needs to be rearranged and disassembled and have the
could it be
powers
possible that we
wiped
all
out.
came in before we even come in here? We get handed a soul packet, and it's like what specific role we play in this game. Like there's a person that has to be the killer. There's a person that has to be the victim.
No, I don't think.
But you learn certain lessons out of things that are life things that you go through. But if you're dying, like some people say, how could God be so mean that that all this suffering would be happening here on earth? Well, God doesn't have anybody suffer. First of all, everybody's got free will, and the kids automatically get taken out of if they're being tortured, they can be taken out of their bodies and replaced with an NPC to play the rest of it out. But their soul is taken out, so they're comfortable and not being damaged, because there's nothing to learn by being tortured. There's nothing to gain by that. So that soul will be taken out of its body, and NPC will be replaced, and like a automatic player that will finish that rollout. So I think that could be what's going on too. We all here to play.
Yeah,
play this
I've
out,
heard
and
that. I've heard it before. I guess if you believe it, it's possible. But I really feel that
I'm not saying I believe it. I'm
the
just saying
devil
that
uses the environment. I think the devil uses your environment. Your environment can shape you. You always try to use the environment to shape you. And then I also believe that some people, the second they keep denying God and they deny God's Son, I honestly believe that the more you do it, the longer in life, the more conviction you have denying it, that you just really don't have that soul. And that's what we would call non-player characters that can walk through life and not get nothing. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people that believe in God wholeheartedly too, and they still walk through life not understanding. But God also said,
there's a
bless
difference
them that
between.
don't
I
see
think
too,
there's a difference between the people that believe in God and the people that go to church and just do it for the.
Well, I'm not talking either or. There's good people there too, I would suppose. I'm not judging either or. But,
Right. But the
when you're
ones that
only
I think the
teaching
ones that
60%
have made it through and graduated are the ones that graduate And the ones that are so-called NPCs are the ones that just haven't gotten this far yet, and they'll have to relive another life to until they get up to this stage.
Yeah, you could have called me that, I suppose, all the way through my 20s and stuff. Everything was just pretty much robotic, no matter what I did, you know.
Right.
No matter if
Me
it was
too.
causing trouble or doing good, it was all robotic because I didn't listen to no one, but I also didn't believe in nothing. Science was my religion, you know. So doesn't mean I know a lot of science. What the hell? I'm just a fucking normal person, but that's what I believed, right, for a long time.
Right.
Yeah. So you could have called me the same thing too. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are all there at one point. It's
Yep.
just that we grew. We wanted to know the truth.
I just seeked God. I think that was it.
Truth. Facts.
Well, truth.
Yo, we got.
When you search for truth, you will find God. Right.
Absolutely. I'm just enthralled in the chat. Like, there's a bunch of chat going on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Read it up, bro.
All right, so we had I love challenging myself. This is from Insane. I love challenging myself with new, odd, wild, and weird ideas of what if, could it be possible, stretch and expand the gray matter I have. What little tiny bit is left, anyways. And minus blindfold. You want to know what everyone forgot about? Las Vegas massacre, large mass shooting, no conclusion, just a closed
Right, don't read
investigation.
it all.
Life goes on. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of them. I was reading the whole thing.
There's all sorts of
Well,
things.
you're right too. You know, we did forget about all that, didn't we?
Everybody
And
forgot
tomorrow we'll
about
forget
the
about
Maxwell
everything
case.
else.
He got found guilty, yet they didn't even crack the black book to find out who any of the jerks are.
Mm.
And everybody's forgotten about that already with everything else going on. Like a lot of stuff just slides under the carpet.
For sure.
The money disappeared the day before 9/11 happened.
Mm-hmm.
We could go on for probably hours about stuff that disappeared under the carpet.
Yeah, like what's gonna disappear next? Oh, bathroom break.
Trying to talk.
Oh, she's muted.
Well, one thing that I've thought about, I found out that large corporations can insure their top executives and they don't even have to tell you. And I thought, how many people died in those that are top executives that their companies got paid their life insurance?
Mm-hmm.
I bet that
I'm
was
sorry,
a lot.
That's a good point.
I didn't realize I was muted, but I was muting you when you weren't talking, Creep Mary, because you got a little feedback coming through. So whenever you're not talking, you go ahead and mute yourself.
Okay.
But what did you say again now?
Talking about 9/11, that after I learned, just kind of lately, that corporations can insure their top executives and they don't even have to tell you about it. And I thought, well, how much money did some of those corporations make when their top executives died at 9/11? Because they paid the corporations, not the family, because the corporations are those that insure the people. I thought, wow, I bet some people made a crap load of money out of death.
Get no arguments from me.
Yeah, I was like, what? No
Yeah, I
comment?
agree.
I was just in agreement.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting to think about. And then Silverstein taking out all the money that he did and stuff.
There's so many layers. It's like an onion, which is why they're getting away with it, because nobody would believe it. It's so fantastical.
I basically chopped the onion the wrong way because all I have is tears.
2.1 trillion disappeared Pentagon.
You know which way is the right way to chop an onion, don't you? For no tear.
No, that's
Is
why
it
I
warm
said
water
that.
or cold water?
No, you chop the onion instead of across the onion.
You
You
go
go
with the grain.
top to the bottom, and you do all those slits first before you ever go across the other way. Because the moment you do it the other way, you're slitting through all of its little thingies, and each one will pop where you're popping fewer the other way. And it'll have more flavor if you pop it, which is when your eyes water. But if you don't want to cry, then do it the other way.
I'm gonna try that because I race before I cry every damn time, and we eat a lot of damn onions.
And the other thing you can do that is a
It does
surefire
taste
method
better
for
though, for
all the
sure.
cooks out there. If you want the flavor but you don't want to cry, no kidding. Get yourself some Vicks Vapo Rub and rub it under your lip like you would put something under there to look at a dead body. And that's
Yo,
all
that's
you'll
a good
smell in
idea.
onions.
Really, that works too.
That works.
Huh?
So there's an idea.
Very simple. Simple. I chop onions every day to put things in. So I don't
Hey.
now. But
That's
yeah,
cool. I learned something. Learned
So
two
you gonna
things.
cook for me?
if you come here,
Hey.
I make so much food that like when I made spaghetti, there were
I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
it's
I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I don't have a passport.
it's all the way across Canada too. Remember, I'm on an island on the west coast.
smother
Right?
you.
If I could get, I gotta get like a private plane or something, or just like a boat.
You know, why wouldn't Canada and the United States and Mexico all be pretty passport free for all that
For
damn
real.
money? How come we can't travel?
We
You
used to
know?
America and Canada used to just be show your driver's license.
I
Yeah,
remember
it
that.
used to be.
My grandmother talked about that.
And
Yeah,
so
and now they
Man.
feel like a
Canadian or
misdemeanor
American
crime
drivers
to
are
get
used to
there.
get free to cross that border.
And then I also heard something like there was like a month or something where they was allowing people to come like that. I've
Right.
heard somebody talk about that in Canada. I forgot when. It was like years ago. They was like, "Oh, if you want to come over, you should come over now because they're allowing people to whatever."
Yeah, they did it for years.
Yeah,
It was the normal way. And
I
then
missed it.
and shortly after 9/11 happened is when they forced everybody to have passports to cross. And or you do
Wow.
special ID that has your passport attached to it, that new smart ID with a chip in it.
Like along with the Patriot Act.
It seemed like they were trying to keep us fenced in instead of
Uh
everybody
huh.
fenced in. It's like, golly, they're going to close the borders, make it harder to get back and forth to Canada. They're going to make it
I
harder to get back and forth to Mexico.
so many people
But
they were going to close the border for years before they actually closed the border. They all thought I was crazy. I told them
Mm-hmm.
it'd be an attack somewhere to start a war. They all thought I was crazy.
Wow.
War Powers Act.
It's yeah. Well, I just watched certain very high up people having their conversations, and somebody snuck in a cell phone that they weren't supposed to have a cell phone in there, and they caught video of it. And I watched that video, and I tried to tell people, but nobody wants to believe stuff. Yeah,
I'm definitely on here way longer than I thought.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's because I don't know when I'm gonna show up again.
It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning here. I'm getting ready to go to bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could tell your
I'm getting
beat.
tired.
Yeah.
Wait.
too.
Did that spiciness like clear up a little?
Hmm?
Did that spiciness like clear up a little?
My
The
burn throat.
jambalaya.
The jambalaya burn?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it doesn't burn anymore.
I don't know, just saying.
That was pretty spicy.
Muy caliente.
They're up
So
my
it's
cookie
great
holder over
to
there,
see you.
so I gotta hold the damn thing. Gets
Huh?
old. So I
Oh, the
lost my
phone?
picture holder. You know, I used to hold the cell phone.
The I don't even know what you call it. Yeah, I've been trying to set this thing up properly for the longest.
That little picture holder works great.
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
So
And I don't have my phone, so
I
I'm probably not going to
appreciate
show up a lot anymore. So
I
Hey, good night,
appreciate
guys.
all you
I'm
lovely people
Yeah.
coming
yeah.
on.
You have to get a new phone.
Thanks.
I don't want another phone. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try. Like,
Who
if
needs a
I
new
I
phone?
have my other phone, the one because I got a new one, so the older one is at the house. So if I can get that, I guess I'll get that
Phone.
because I'm not buying another phone. It's over. I got email. I give my email out. You guys want to email me? That's about it.
You're the one that's got all that feedback coming through.
How am I echoing? All right, hold up. Check it now.
I thought it was Creek
I
Mary.
was.
It's you.
I figured out how to look at the chat.
Good.
Well, thanks for having this show, the stream.
Hey,
and
thanks.
I'm going to sign out.
Thanks.
Good to see you, everybody.
Yeah, no
Joe
problem.
and
Thanks for coming in,
Cammy,
Creek
Creek Mary, Trev and Patrick, and everybody in chat.
Good night,
Love you,
Prelim.
bro.
Not
Good
prelim.
night, Trev, Creek Mary, Cammy, Patrick.
Yeah,
I'm going.
definitely. Everybody. It's great seeing everybody.
I like
Joe, hopefully I see you guys again
Insanity.
soon.
Did you
Hey,
guys
don't
read
forget the story I
Insanity?
told you. 'Cause I don't know if I'll repeat it again.
We have.
Oh, I'm not gonna forget it. I actually think you told that story before. I don't know. I thought I heard
I
it.
only told it 3 times.
That's insane
Good night.
story though, for sure. Rest well, right?
Yeah, good night.
I'm gonna be
Thanks
the
a lot.
last one off.
Thanks a lot, Joe Dirt. Thanks, Cammy. Thanks, Creek Mary. Thanks, Trev. You guys have a good night.
Wait, you said thanks to me? Aw. All
Yeah,
right.
what was I supposed to say to you?
Nothing. I appreciate it.
Bye,
Nothing.
Bye, Trev.
All right, Cammy. It's great seeing you
Hey,
all.
good night, chat.
Love you all.
You guys have a good
Right.
night, and I will see
Everybody.
you guys later. Have a good one, Johnny. And
Ciao.
Insane
You gonna have to kick me
Prelim.
off.
Anybody in chat.